Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy!
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. It's Pickle Rick!
Hello!
Hi. Pickle Rick. It tastes like Rick as pickle. Oh, God. Wow, you've been waiting all day to do that, haven't you, Jail? The second we go live.
Did you hear that?
Yep,
Saturday Night Insanity.
we sure did.
Sponsored by Cherry Vanilla Coke.
Yeah, apparently.
It tastes like a peach.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Good.
Right there. Keep it in frame.
I
Finally,
promoted this
Jail
on
is
a
here,
different
the real
Discord.
content, yeah. Which one, who?
I promoted this on a different Discord.
Oh! Is it a big one? Bigger
Wow.
than ours?
What a cock.
No, actually, they're smaller than ours, but they're a bunch of nerds. So it's,
Oh, well,
you know,
good. Nerds are good. We like
it's a bunch of
nerds.
nerds I've connected with and had a
We,
really good rapport with.
We like nerds
And-
around here.
I had a really good rapport with these people. They're very good people. So I was like,
Okay.
hey, we're talking nerdy over here if you want to come join us.
Good.
We fear
okay.
change.
Welcome, new nerds, to the nerdiness. Come watch us nerd. So I'll just say right off the bat, I have no pickups this week. Still waiting for that one package. Well, actually two packages, because I may have ordered one more little thing for myself, because
I
figured,
had
fuck it,
6
why not?
things.
I
I
managed
have
to
6
get
things. You can see, here's a spoiler for one of them. It's giant.
Oh,
I managed to get,
ginormous.
7 or so because, you know, Walmart
Ducky.
is the only place that exists right now that sells anything DVD or Blu-ray related. That's in a
I
physical media
suppose,
or
yeah.
that.
Has Best Buy shut
And
down?
nerd.
I haven't checked.
My flock has arrived.
Best Buy is like 10 miles from my house.
Oh. Well, also, if it's anything like my Best
Finish.
Buy, they probably don't have much anyway, so.
Yeah, it's
I
in a
have
very
7
seedy, weird
things.
part of
JL
town,
says
so-
Best Buy did shut down, so, okay. I know EB Games here in Canada shut down this week, after all the stink about GameStop.
They had their business license pulled by Pennsylvania. They're not allowed to operate at all until it's reissued by the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because they were pulling the whole "we're an essential service."
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're
no.
fucking not.
Hobby
No,
Lobby
you're
did
not.
the same thing, and they're likely to get their business license pulled too.
I read their license, or the letter that they sent out about that, I guess, to their employees and to show authorities. And their argument for being an essential service was so flimsy, it was ridiculous. It's like, well, you know, people work from home, we provide essential equipment. No, you don't. You're a fucking game store. Don't pretend that you're anything other than a game store. You provide gaming accessories.
All you did was put out honest businesses out of
Yeah.
business when you opened.
So,
There were other smaller game stores before you existed, GameStop. My
yeah,
point.
exactly. So anyway,
You know, it's sad. You know, it's sad when literally fucking liquor stores in New York have a better argument than you do.
yes. Yeah, so EB Games, short for Electronics Boutique, they shortened it to EB Games a little while ago, is the Canadian version. They're owned by GameStop. It's the same company.
They
But,
both used to be here, but GameStop gobbled up EB and they converted their stores here.
Yeah, so in Canada, it's always been EB. I guess in the U.S., they stuck with the GameStop branding.
Bet you EB was just a better brand in Canada than GameStop, and the vice versa here.
Well, honestly, I always hear all these horror stories about GameStop. I never had any such issues with EB Games. Like, I've always had nothing but good experiences there. Friendly staff, great selection of used stuff, and, you know, I've always enjoyed shopping there. And
I'm sure staffing varies widely, though, from place
well,
to place.
of course, yeah. But
I never had any problems either.
I
but,
never had
mean,
any issues.
I know people have had problems.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But I think it was really shitty of them to do the whole "we're staying open," blah 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 thing. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Oh, I mean, did you read Hobby Lobbies? Hobby Lobbies was because the owner's wife had a vision from God that
Oh,
everything's
yeah.
gonna be okay.
That one is ridiculous.
Like, no joke. I'm not even kidding. That's why they said you should go to work.
Let me read a reply here, actually, about that. which I wholeheartedly agree with. Just give me a second to find it.
I mean, I'm not going to judge anyone's face. I'm just saying, like, that's not a reason to go against the law. I'm sorry. You're not essential, craft store.
Yeah, I know.
You're not, you know.
Here it is. This is from...
what makes you essential? Odd.
This is from the Terrorific Lady, who's a wonderful horror girl person that I follow on Twitter. Pardon? What?
I think she's a mutual of mine. But yeah.
Very possibly, yeah. We follow each other, and she does some podcasting and horror-related stuff, so, you know, we connect through that. So anyway, she posted the Hobby Lobby letter, which I'm not going to read because it's just too freaking long and rambling and full of bullshit. But her response to that, basically, well, first off, just a summarizing, says, Hobby Lobby owner David Green is telling store managers to stay open despite the pandemic because his wife had a vision from God. He also warns that they'll all have to tighten their belts soon. His net worth is $6.4 billion. Hourly employees don't get paid sick leave. Hashtag COVIDiot. So anyway, Terrific Lady responds.
It is evil jail. Correct.
Can you not do that when I'm in the middle of a segment?
It is evil.
It is evil. It is.
Maybe
But
wait.
let me finish the thought first. Jesus.
Anyway.
Well, no, not anyway. I gotta wait for it to finish. It's like 30 seconds long.
I know.
I
Whose
have
fault
to
is
wait.
that?
I know.
Your fault.
I didn't expect it to be used so much. I mean, I priced it out of what I thought was most people's range, so it would be used
And you're raising
sparingly.
prices
But JL saves up for like a month so he can just blast us with it. Anyway, Terrific Lady's response says, oh yeah, because in the middle of a pandemic, my main concern is going to Hobby Lobby. Fuck you, Hobby Lobby. I'll spank you with that belt you're saying that you'll have to tighten. Just like to say, love you, Terrific Lady. You speak for us all, I think, with that.
I mean, like, you can just see greed.
Oh,
So
it
the
really
avarice.
is.
By the way,
It really is.
that's a fucking mortal sin. If you don't remember, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
Avarice?
it's greed and
Iniquity?
avarice. Yeah,
In fact, isn't iniquity one of the 10 deadly sins?
something like that. Yeah,
Gee, so you're by your own word, you're going to hell.
yeah.
By their own word.
Kind of reminds me actually of what Judas used to do.
Yeah.
As in the Bible, it said they trusted Judas with their money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Judas do? It says in the Bible, well, he just helped himself to some of that money. You know?
Yeah.
I could use some
Really
money.
so.
I'll just use some of that.
I'm just saying, by their own word, iniquity is a sin, and they're going to hell. So I'm glad that they're going to go to hell by their own word. I hope they actually suffer when they get there. It's their own fault. They're, you know.
Yep. So, yeah. So anyway,
One of them.
we've been. I should mention the. I found out this week that the pandemic has in fact hit the island where I am. It's not like a huge number of cases, but enough. You know, just the fact that it's here is a concern. And I know that Rosie's mom has shown symptoms, as has her husband. Rosie herself has shown symptoms. We've basically just been keeping an eye on
7
everything.
deadly sins. Excuse me.
She's Rosie's doing good though. She's doing very well. She's had a cough, hasn't had a fever or anything. It might just be a cold, just coincidental. But she's a tough cookie, and she's doing fine. She's actually been doing a lot better the past few days.
I mean,
so.
the problem with Ducky is as in the U.S. are completely under tested, and it's likely if you have you probably have 70 cases.
Yeah.
That no one's reporting because they have the mild cases.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and it's the same thing here too, because when Annetta and her husband started showing symptoms, I mean, they had been following the whole thing for like the past month and a half. since they first heard about it, just kind of tracking it and getting as much information as they could about it. They tried to go and get tested, and they basically got scoffed at, saying, like, they were literally told, like, well, unless you've been to China recently, there's no reason for you to be tested.
Oh,
so they're like, fine, fuck you.
Yep.
I mean, they're trying to be good citizens and say, like, hey, we think we might have this thing. We have the symptoms. It's like, well, if you haven't been to China lately, there's nothing to worry about. And guess what? Now, a month later, it's on the island. So
probably been there for a while.
It's probably been here for a while.
Stoudman probably got it when he got it in fucking December, January.
Yeah.
I can't remember when you were sick, Stoudman.
So
You have all the symptoms. You had all the same fucking symptoms. You had the crazy sweats like the rest of us, the chills. You had every fucking symptom. And on top of it, there was the fucking there was a scientist, a doctor who was testing cases in January, found positives, was told to be quiet, and that's not how that
I know.
that they weren't supposed to be wasting tests on that.
See, the problem is, like, one thing
January.
one thing I've been posting on both our Discord and our Twitter, just as a matter of getting factual information out there, is the actual reported cases. Every day I've been updating it, and just to keep people in the know and to kind of assuage, try to get away from the overinflated media side of it. Just say, look, here's the numbers. This is today's numbers. The end. This is how many. But the thing is, as great as it is to have those numbers and get the sort of, get a sense of the scale of it, that's still only the reported cases, like the diagnosed cases. And one of the big problems right now all over the world is a lack of testing. It's not just the U.S. I mean, the U.S. is definitely the worst for that, as far as how it's been handled and the lack of testing. And I'm sure that...
At all.
Thank you.
Did you hear that?
So, anyway, the lack of testing and the lack of available tests, the actual number of cases, factoring in the undiagnosed, I mean, you got to figure it's a lot more than what we're actually hearing about.
I think the rough estimate was 10 times the cases.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean,
because
the U.S.
most people have mild symptoms.
In the U.S. alone, in terms of the reported cases, what was it at the beginning of the week? Like 3,000?
Yeah.
3,000 reported cases. It's over 20,000 now, less than a week later.
It's 26, since I said it's going to be 30 by the end of the weekend, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But one of the reasons for that sudden spike in numbers is they're actually starting to get some tests done. So I'm sure that, I mean, those cases have been there this whole time. It's just only now we're actually aware of them. So, so it's gone up. In the U.S. it's gone up by over 20,000 in a week.
Yeah, and there's gastrointestinal symptoms and 50% of the cases, too. I mean, you throwing up and shitting. I shat my guts out, but, it was a pretty light diarrhea. It's a pretty light body ache, but I had all the symptoms. I literally had all of them.
Yeah, you were saying, you think that there's a very good possibility you had it.
Never in my goddamn life had night sweats like that. In my goddamn life. I
There was a case here where
what it felt
someone
like.
tried to go in and get tested and was refused 4 times, even though he had already gone to a doctor and the doctor said, go get tested.
Yeah.
And he had the paperwork that said, recommendation from a doctor saying that he needed to get tested.
Yeah.
And our local place here denied him 4 times. He still hasn't been tested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's the other problem.
I mean, I'm 99%. I'm convinced.
I honestly don't know what the circumstances are to be able to get tested. They haven't been clear on it, on what you have to do
as
to be
far,
in that category.
Yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, I mean, they need to have a specific set of testing implements, like an actual testing kit, in order to do it. Like, there's a very specific test you have to take.
Correct.
And one of the big problems is there aren't enough out there to meet the
what
demand.
they're doing right now is that they're testing with the various flu tests first, and if you come up negative for all of those, a lot of times they're just assuming you had COVID. They don't even have the test. They just test for you the flu. You don't have any of the flu tests, and they're like, well, by a process of elimination, it's that probably.
Then there's, as Major Matuka said, the other thing is, well, in the U.S. anyway, you get charged to take the test. You have to pay them to take the test. It's not covered by anything. You get.
That is changing.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that is changing.
Good.
Yeah, for the first fucking
Should be
couple weeks,
fucking
it's like, oh,
free.
you should have lunch.
It should be free.
And I went to go to the hospital to see if I had it.
In the middle of a worldwide pandemic is not the time to be fucking greedy. Just make it free so the world doesn't fucking die. I just can't believe, like, the lack of a sense of urgency or importance about this, you know? This is literally the kind of thing you see about in apocalypse movies. This is the kind of thing that can wipe out a large chunk of the population. You know?
Trump is the fucking mayor in Jaws.
Yeah.
He really is. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Yeah.
He
Everything's
said it was a
fine.
hoax.
We're not closing the beaches.
He said everything was fine. He said it was a hoax. While we were definitely under the road.
Hey, in Florida, they didn't close the beaches until, like, now.
Yeah.
Like, today.
Yep.
So... Yeah. So...
And here's the problem. Here's a real scary problem. There's 1 million homeless in LA.
Yeah.
Right? It's just gonna keep passing around among them. Because most of the people aren't gonna go get fucking tested. Lots of people are gonna die who don't need to.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hit. It's gonna hit prisons.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they were talking about that.
A lot of prisons are overcrowded with multiple people in one cell. There's no place for people to go.
There was that one prison in
It's a detention center.
There was that one prison in California where one of the wardens was diagnosed positive, and now the prisoners are like, "Well, does this mean we're all gonna catch it now? Like, what the fuck?"
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's the immigrant detention centers. It's gonna go crazy in there.
Yeah.
They have like 20 people in one cell there.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for those people because they're already being mistreated. Sorry, I don't want to get too political. I'm just saying, like, that's just terrible. It's a fucking nightmare situation for them.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
It's very wrong. And this is,
so
everyone voted for Biden for some reason. I don't get it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's as much as the media is sensationalizing it, the simple fact of the matter is this is a big deal. This is a thing that is happening. It is no joke. As much as we like to make memes about it because laughter is a good coping mechanism, it is very serious. So
I'm not gonna call
so
personnel.
There's
someone who's trying in my chat thinking, "Oh, just be brave. It's gonna be okay."
No,
like,
so just hold on. Just let me talk. So do the self-quarantine thing that they're all talking about. Everybody's self-quarantining. Do that. Don't go out unless you absolutely have to. Like if you're desperately out of some vital supply you need to live. But otherwise, just stay the fuck inside for now. You know? I mean, chances are most of us probably have it by now. But is it going to kill us all? Well, here's the problem. There's no vaccine. And there probably won't be a vaccine for at least 18 months, is what they're saying.
Minimum.
So,
and that is 3 times faster than normal.
Yeah. They say that they're doing clinical trials, but it's clinical trials on stuff that's experimental and not approved, and it's not going to be ready for anything anytime soon. So, stay inside. Just stay inside. Don't go out unless you absolutely have to. So one of the things that we're doing here as streamers is, you know, we're basically hermits anyway, so this is not a big lifestyle change for us. So let us be your guide through this. Let us help you through this difficult time. And one of the things we're doing is we're doing a lot of live streaming. Skinslip and I have done a couple of watch parties this week. We watched the 1975 BBC sci-fi series Survivors, which was quite good. We also watched the 1980...
You missed me literally screaming, "No, I can't believe you fucking did that! No! Fuck you, Tom!"
Skinslip screaming at the screen is life.
Oh.
That's how I know I've picked a good one, and she's totally into it.
Good show. I'm afraid of the quality drop because it's not, you know.
And then we watched the 1982 animated series of The Incredible Hulk, which was great. So sometime this week, we're planning to watch Max Headroom, the 1987 cyberpunk dystopian future series. And we're also probably going to watch the 1996 series of the Incredible Hulk animated series. And we've got a few other things lined up as well. Stuff like Pole Position, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Thundercats we're going to get back to.
And Dinosaurs. Oh,
stuff like
yes.
that. So
one of my all-time favorite shows.
The other thing is, we found a sort of a service that we can actually stream the shows for you as well. So we can actually watch. You can actually watch the shows with us. So it's a little bit better than the way we used to do it over on YouTube. So just come by. Come by the Twitch when we're doing it. We'll help you get set up, and so you can watch along with us and enjoy. So we're doing a bunch of those for the next however long we do them, but
18 months apparently.
So apparently 18 months. So we're gonna go through a lot of my DVD collection, a lot of cartoons and sci-fi. So
might as well. We got a lot to watch.
There you go. Yeah. So we're basically finally crossing some shows off the list that I've been wanting to watch it with everybody.
Turbo Teen,
but also
God, Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen. I don't know about Turbo Teen. That one might hurt.
So there you go. So anyway, that's something. If you're bored or just want to hang out and watch some.
I'm excited for the stuff we've talked about post Max Headroom.
Some great shows. Stop by and we'll have a good time. We had a great time this week doing that. I just wish more people showed up. There wasn't a lot of people there, but spread the word.
Survivors
come hang out.
The most popular.
Well, I know, but that was the whole point. Is I want to help broaden people's horizons. Open your minds, people. Don't just say, "Oh, I've never heard of that," so fuck it.
It's just hard to get people.
Just come and watch. You know.
You can't make me. My mom said you can't make me.
She-Hulk will be doing the next one sometime tomorrow. So likely sometime in the afternoon. I don't have a specific time, but yeah, sometime in the afternoon. Yeah, everyone who came to watch Survivors loved it. Like, just immediately fell in love with it. It was a great show, but
fucking Tom.
You don't know what you're missing. Well, possibly eventually, Jail. The problem is I don't have it. I can only do what I have. So, as we've discussed many times, I do not have the Spider-Man animated series. Talking about the 90s one, I know. But
it was released in the UK, but it's expensive.
It was released in the UK and went out of print. And it's the only one of the UK sets that I did not get. I have all the other ones of all the other Marvel shows. So
we'll be definitely doing all the other Marvel shows eventually.
We'll be doing all the other Marvel shows. Yeah,
they're very popular for people to watch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and you can watch them on Disney Plus as well if you don't have the DVDs or can't do the stream or
watch it
whatever.
Later when it gets uploaded.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's something that we're doing to hang out with everybody and just kind of chillax and cope with everybody's quarantines. Is we're hosting a bunch of watch parties, and those are going to be ongoing indefinitely forever. And then, of course, the usual streaming where we play games, either on our own or together or whatever. Basically, just lots of stuff going on Twitch.
There's a likelihood of playing some games this week together. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
up to you, though.
Yeah, we will see.
I'm always open.
Yeah, I'd like to get back to Fallout 3, actually, because I haven't played that for a bit, and I've got a fair
it's the apocalypse after all.
Yes.
Hi, sweetie. Well, exactly, yeah. Any
the end of the world
set in apocalyptic times are, always welcome.
I am here.
I found there were two songs perfect for the situation.
You're behind.
The End of the World as we know it, and I Want to Be Sedated.
You want obesity? What?
What?
And I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't quite hear
Then
that.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Oh, I Want to Be Sedated, yes.
I want to be sedated.
It looks like a giant manila envelope on the floor. But it's not. It's actually a thing that Rosie was working on.
Just funny.
No, not that. The other one. Not that one.
Well, we appreciate it, Bird, but I think
Yeah.
it's not that he couldn't get digital copies or he doesn't have digital copies. He doesn't have the digital. He wants like high quality. Very particular.
Which one? Who? What are you talking about?
I just came.
That Bird says she can get the digital copies.
Alright. Thanks, sweetie. You came out to get food?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
All right.
I know, I'm insane.
Okay. I don't care. Whatever. If you're hungry, you're hungry.
Extremely Fat Bird said that she could probably get really high quality digital rips if you're interested.
Oh, I can acquire it if I want to. That's not a problem.
That's what I thought.
It's just I'd rather have an actual official set of it. And I mean, besides that, we have, I mean, this entire bookshelf is 80s and 90s cartoons right here.
Yep.
And it's 2 rows deep.
And I keep throwing in the ones that don't even have releases, and he's like, okay, we'll do that one too.
That alone has, I mean, that's a lot of stuff there, you know. I mean, I've already, like, converted almost 1,000 episodes of cartoons just for the streams that, you know, it's going to take us a while to get through all those, so, you know. Anyway, come to the watch parties. We have a lot of fun, and we're watching lots of cool shows, some of which may be your old favorites of yours, or some of which maybe you've never seen before. So come on by, hang out with us, take your mind off the apocalypse, and enjoy some quality shows with us. So, be good times.
Yeah, an Extremely Fat Bird I've known her for like 20 years, 25 years.
Cool.
She had like 700 VHS. Like she had a massive collection of stuff recorded off TV that she like recorded in sequential order and
still
stuff.
in the process of digitizing all my old VHS tapes. I've done a good chunk of them, but there's still a ton left to go. But so I definitely have some rarities there. Actually, one of the ones we were talking about was BattleTech, which has never had a home video release, unfortunately.
Yes.
And
I would love to do that.
I have 9 of the 13 episodes from my own recordings off of television, so that's something we'll probably do at some point, just because, you know, it's cool and rare, and it's a good show.
I saw one episode of that show, and then I was like, I gotta own the toys. I bought a bunch of the toys, and then literally weeks later, it was like canceled. The toy line was pulled because there was a lawsuit.
Oh, it was around that. Yeah, I guess it was around that time. That was probably one of the last things to have the BattleTech name before they changed it to Mech Warrior. Which is probably why we've never seen a release of the show, because it's probably some kind of rights entanglement bullshit.
That is exactly why.
But didn't they just get the BattleTech name back recently?
Yes, which means we have hope again.
But
I don't know who has the rights to the show. That's the problem, right? Because then you have to get the rights with them from the show.
Yeah.
They might be asking too much money.
I forget who produced
Since they had a large investment into the property, they lost a lot of money when it was canceled because of the lawsuit. So there might be a money pit involved that no one can overcome yet.
Possibly, yeah.
And like, you know, the people FASA who owns BattleTech or whoever, they're probably slowly paying that money pit off, but it might be a decade of small payments that they can afford.
And
now,
suddenly,
longer,
out of nowhere, much like they did with Starcom and Street Sharks, Mill Creek will announce a BattleTech set, like, next week. Here's hoping. Complete series set, boom. Thanks, Mill Creek. Well,
but I mean, it's very possible that we're a few years away from actually getting a release of it. You know?
Yeah. Here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Which also means Exo Squad can get released too, because that's why it's apparently having issues. Because it had rights entanglements.
Are you sure?
With Robotech. Yep.
Exo Squad.
Exo Squad stole a design of one of their vehicles from the Mad Cat from BattleTech.
Yeah.
BattleTech stole stuff from Robotech.
So what happened was,
here's what happened.
I know the vehicle you're talking about.
So what happened was the people who owned BattleTech started suing the people who own Exo Squad during the 3rd season, right? And then that's when they acquired the molds to do the toys for Robotech, so they could countersue for the fucking stuff they were using from Robotech, and everyone dropped the lawsuits.
Oh my god.
And everything, they pulled everything from the shelves. That's exactly. I'm like, I just learned this today. I was like, holy fucking shit! Are you kidding me? That's why they released Robotech stuff.
Okay.
That's why they did the Robotech stuff for Exo Squad. Only so they could lawsuit back at them for using designs in early editions of BattleTech.
I just wish they'd been able to do season 3, which would have been another 13-episode season wrapping up the story, because apparently Exo Squad ends on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Exo Squad, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, Exo Squad.
Yeah. But, I wish so too. I just wish we'd get the rest of the seasons released, but.
Robotech is another one we're going to be watching. That one's all ready to go. We'll specifically be watching the remastered version because that's the extended cuts with the redone sound effects. Not wild about the redone sound effects, but it is a nice, robust sound mix. It's mainly for the extra footage. Get to see some Min-May butt and Dana butt. And Marlene butt. Lots of butts.
Oh, I actually have a collection of Exo Squad toys, and I can't wait to move out because I'm definitely going to find a space to display them.
Exo Squad was great.
I've got like a dozen figures, man. I'm super into Exo Squad. It's one of my favorite toy lines from the 90s.
They briefly did a comic series. I don't know how many issues it ran. I have one issue of it.
I had no idea about that, actually.
Yeah, I have one issue of it. It was, I don't think it lasted very long. Might have been like a mini-series. But,
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was unfortunate about that. But Exo Squad is another one we'll be watching because I do have all of those. And
we tried to start watching that before.
We did when we got through the first season and the first few episodes of the second season.
I fucking love that show. I'm down for watching that.
Oh, it's great.
Times over.
We'll do that.
Once again, one of my favorite things ever, and I had the set for the season 1 set.
Yeah, we'll do that in 4 sessions. I've already got it all divided up. 4 sessions of 13 episodes. Right. Boom, boom, boom. It's 52 episodes.
I haven't updated the for tomorrow, but I will.
That's okay. At your leisure.
Oh, just before I go to bed.
But yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, you're going into lockdown too, eh, Drum Mike? Well, hang in there, dude.
Damn.
Like I said, come one, come all to our watch parties. We'll help take your mind off of everything.
Yeah.
We'll
we supply everything.
Watch some
All you
shows.
do is just show up, make an account.
Yeah.
On the site that
That's literally it.
Ready to go.
You just need like a login for it's all free. You just need a login for the streaming site to be able to watch the shows with us, and then
Chrome if you can. Otherwise, you can go on the standalone apps.
There's apps.
One
there's
for every operating
web
system.
version, whatever you
Linux.
like. Yeah.
No Linux, sorry.
So, I mean, basically, we're coping by entertaining ourselves publicly, along with you.
That sounds funny.
So you can enjoy the entertainment as well. And we can chat.
We're enjoying ourselves publicly.
We're enjoying ourselves publicly, yes.
That's what you said.
Publicly.
I said entertaining, not enjoying.
Oh, so
Well, I mean, we'll enjoy it too, but...
not much better, but...
I was just going to say that totally makes it, yeah.
I know, right? It's not any better.
Come watch us enjoy ourselves in public.
Oh no, I'm keeping Incredible Hulk.
I would like to, this is totally on subject here.
Moving into
I
my
totally found
Oh, I figured you'd keep that one.
mayo chup.
It's
saucy
that's
sauce.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Oh,
I like
just
both
like
of
that
those things.
yeah, but I'd
saucy
like to mix
sauce.
them at my own ratio. That's all.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's true. That's true.
This
But
is a real
look.
thing, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that
Is it
around.
good?
I've seen it around.
No idea why.
Basically
But-
fry sauce.
Did you
Yeah.
have a bottle of that?
No, it was a picture
Oh.
on my Facebook page.
Oh, okay. I was like, you bought that? How was it taste?
Oh, I
Like,
thought you
how-
actually were holding up the bottle. Like,
Yeah,
look what
it's a
I
big
got. I'm
Yeah, and
ready
I
for
was
the
like, oh my God,
apocalypse.
what does
I
it
got
look
my
like? I need
mayo
more.
chup.
No, my friend of mine, one of my coworkers actually posted it. Oh god, I can hear and he goes,
Totally
he's
agree.
saying something like that. He
Extremely
goes,
fat
totally
bird.
got
Same here.
this set up for isolation. And I noticed it. It said saucy sauce. I'm like, ooh, that's some saucy sauce. That's saucy.
Oh boy.
Keeping pole position too, but. We're doing
Someone
pole
also commented, they're
position
like, I prefer
tomorrow?
mustard and A's.
Which one? Who?
We're doing pole position tomorrow.
I don't know. It all
I had
kind of
that one-
depends on if Stoud is joining us or not. Stoud, are you joining us
okay.
tomorrow?
No, I have work to do.
Okay then. Then we could do pretty much anything tomorrow.
Well, then let's do pole position since I've already got that downloaded.
We'll do pole position. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Unless you
so-
want to do something in particular. I mean, you have your heart set on the Hack's Headroom.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, I'm doing Hack's Headroom. I'm okay. You want to do half and half? Whatever.
We could do. Well, sure.
Whatever
Well,
you want to do.
I don't know.
I'm down for
No,
whatever.
I want to do everything.
Well, Well, have
Do
better
all
stamina
of
so we
the
can do
things.
15-hour streams
Watch
and do
everything
YouTube.
at once.
Or just watch Max Headroom followed by pole position. It'll be okay.
All right, maybe we'll do that.
All of it. We're just gonna do all of
But I
it.
don't want to just watch shows all day. I want to play video games tomorrow too.
So then you stream, you play video games after that. Well, very tired. That's your Monday. It's a Sunday marathon. You get,
It's
every day's
Sunday,
a marathon. now.
Sunday
You gotta
marathon,
fulfill.
and then I'm doing a marathon Monday. Wow.
Yep. And just keep doing marathons until you collapse
Just
on
madness. Yeah. Yeah, that's
stream.
probably
The insanity.
good. Yeah. Well, I got most of my household chores done. I did about 6 loads of laundry the other day, and then I finally finished folding them today. So that's all done. Everything is done. I also did the last of my meal prep, so I don't have any more cooking to do other than heat and eat stuff. It's all like nice and effortless now.
So, am I doing Dora or Little Bear or Thunder or Roar? Which one do I need to get?
Thundercats Roar.
Is it Roar? Roar's the one?
I saw that. I'm just like, well, you saw my
code
reaction.
named them all in
Yeah,
some shows.
I
Don't worry.
gave them funny names, so
We're not doing any of those shows.
You remember?
Please.
You're getting JL's hopes up,
I'm
God.
trying to
damn it.
remember which is which now.
Oh my God.
Actually, you probably want to grab Dora. Dora's, you know,
Dora's 4 parts.
Dora
long,
the
is that right?
Explorer. Well, you know, Dora is a very long series, so I had to.
Max Headroom a long series?
Max Headroom
When
is
he
not up
posted
there
that-
yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you
Sorry.
posted that, my
You wanna do Max
literal
Headroom?
GIF response
No.
was Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber going, huh? Like an
And
odd, like,
Thundercats
visual
Roar.
dry heave.
Okay, now I should mention.
We're not masters.
I did actually watch the first episode of Thundercats Roar.
Oh, fuck me. How was it?
It is every bit as awful as we feared. In fact, I think it's worse. I think it's worse than
Wow.
what we feared
Oh,
it was going to
good.
be. Here's the problem.
wonderful.
It's not just that it shits on the entire legacy of Thundercats by trying to pass it off as a goofball comedy, but even that aside, just as a goofball comedy, it is so not funny, like, at all. It's just not funny. It's like the lamest humor, and none of the jokes land. It's just all goofy, making goofy faces and, like, running into walls, and it's just stupid.
Exactly. Welcome to Teen Titans Go.
Yeah,
The
and it's...
I know, I hate that show.
So... I just don't...
I didn't like any of the Teen Titans shows.
I don't get
honestly.
what the target audience is supposed to be. I mean, it can't be fans of the original Thundercats because they all hate it, and I think it's insulting to children. So,
How is the first episode not available for online? Hello?
I had to hunt around for it. I got like the
YouTube.
first.
I mean-
They're half episodes, so that each one's like 11 minutes long. But good lord, it was awful. I was just the only one redeeming quality of it is that the music is all cues from the original show. Like, it's all just reorchestrated versions of the original music.
Oh, so we have some cool music to think at least out of this.
So we have, yeah, the music's good, basically because it's the music from the original show.
Right. There's nothing wrong with it. So they're like, well, that's not broke, let's not fix that, so we'll just recue that.
The
Well,
other
great.
thing they got right...
I want the soundtrack then,
The,
you know.
the other one thing they got right is Tigra falls on his face a lot. So I was pleased about
Fucking
that.
useless, right? He whips himself more than other people.
Tigra
right?
is completely useless. And for some reason, Snarf is a robot.
See, we had the idea for like badges for
Both Eric and Stout. Huh? Huh? Yes. Snarf is a robot.
we had the idea for a badge for like a patch or something called Coalition Against Tigra or CAT.
Cat. Coalition Against Tigra, yes.
We really want to make a sticker or a patch for this. A Coalition Against
Oh,
Tigra.
boy.
Like I said, I think
Yeah.
our staple episode of the Coalition Against Tiger was the one where all he does is he gets trapped in a cave, hallucinates on shrooms,
Oh,
and
yeah.
becomes old.
Yes! Yes! It was so
The entire
useless.
fucking episode. It's just him being a dumbass
It's
for
just
like a half
Tigra
hour.
getting stuck in a cave and then tripping balls for the entire episode.
It's so dumb. Oh my god.
And then didn't
Except
Snarf
they got
end up
back.
rescuing him? Like,
Yeah, it was somebody else completely random and pulled him out of it. It was just
well, I remember we were talking about that, and it's like,
that was
Snarf
our
is
logo
actually
for it
more
for a while.
useful than Tigra. Like, Snarf is actually...
That would be our logo. Yeah, it'd be based on
Snarf
that.
has actually saved all the Thundercats' asses on far more occasions than Tigra
Snarf's
has.
actually useful.
Yeah.
Tiger is not. Tiger is a full-grown person cat and is so fucking useless. Snarf saves him more than once. More than once.
How many times does he
Without
get,
help.
like, tangled up in his own bolo whip and...
He literally
It's
trips
like he's
himself
supposed to be
more
this
often than he trips anyone
badass
else.
guy with the bolo whip, and he just ends up getting tangled up in it himself.
I feel so bad for the kids who love
Yeah.
that character. Like, he's so cool, he's at the whip. Oh, he's so useless.
No.
I know,
I mean,
right?
like design-wise, he's a badass-looking character. I mean, he's got this really cool like
I'm back.
trip whip
Good
on
looking.
him and all this cool
Panthro.
shit.
Panthro is the badass one.
Yes,
I mean,
He
like
is
just
the
in
legit
general, he
badass.
also has a design, a cool design to him.
Yes.
Yes, everyone
And they
also
just
loves
made him
Panthro.
a
Yeah,
bumbling
nunchucks,
moron.
Everyone
Yeah,
loves
nun-
Panthro. Yes.
He had nunchucks. Everyone
He had
loved him.
nunchucks, and I
Don't-
love the
he
guy who
was
does
the-
his voice. Just has really...
And
Really
I really
great
want to.
voice.
Come on, he was the designer
Earl
of
Hindman, I
the
think his
greatest
name was.
vehicle, and
He
Fucking
designed. Well, he was the
Thundercats history.
He was great in a
The mechanic.
fight. He was badass. He was just, the cool uncle kind of
He was
guy.
like Snake Eyes.
And he was
Michael
the mechanic,
Bay.
and he basically designed and built the Cat's Lair. He designed and built the Thunder Tank.
And just like a drunk uncle, he uses nunchucks.
Yes. And Stout is an explosion of pixels. Excellent.
Holy shit, he's 90s porn.
Yes. Oh, there he is.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, you're
there
back.
you go.
You were.
Frozen.
Now you're a
back.
freeze frame, but at least you're not 90s porn anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
back.
had to switch over. I was catching maybe every 10th word you
Oh,
guys
there
were
you go.
saying.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
On
that's
the,
much better. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Stop working.
Yeah.
on the Discord app, and so I was like, I'm just
Oh.
going to use the website instead.
Oh, yeah. I thought we'd learned that lesson several weeks ago.
I
Stout.
had, and then I forgot to. I forgot it.
Oh, fixed it. It's all good.
Stout is learning.
But
Remember.
yeah, I do think way back in the day
Remembering.
when we had the cat, I think Facebook page.
The Facebook page is still there. It's just nobody's
Yeah.
visited
Is
it.
the,
in
is the logo
ages.
still the really old?
There's
Picture?
no official. It's just an
Probably.
image. There's no no one
Is
made
it-
an actual logo.
Yeah. Just a
I
picture
wanted-
of him.
Because that
I
was
mean,
the
the
picture
artist
for a
made the
while.
logo.
It was the picture of old Tigra as he's like
Yep.
leaning up against a wall.
That's all it is. Still that image, but
Yeah.
we never got an artist to make the logo. So
Oh, okay.
some enterprising artist wants to
So- So the way we're doing this is basically how we've chosen to revive Saturday Morning Forever, which some of you may remember from like 6 years ago. Yes, it was that long ago. Where rather than doing a whole bunch of different episodes of different shows once a week, we're basically picking a show and watching a chunk of episodes or the entire series in one go if it's a short one. Okay? So what we're doing is
Sean, but not for me. You're fine for me.
say it's like a 13 episode series, 13 half-hour episodes. We'll just watch that all in one day. We'll do like 7 episodes, take a break, watch the last 6, and then we're done.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on with Stout there.
Stoud's
Okay.
internet is under duress because there's so many people using it. Don't
I
forget.
know.
'Cause everyone's
But,
home.
Nothing's going on.
and
I
then-
look beautiful. You're the one with the problem.
Then if it's a longer show, like say Thundercats, first season of Thundercats is 65 episodes. So what we're doing is every other session we'll watch like 12 or 13 episodes of Thundercats until we get through all of them. But then we're alternating back and forth. So we'll watch like say 13 episodes of Thundercats and then Incredible
Pole
Hulk.
Position.
Or pole
yeah.
position, and then another 13 Thundercats, and Cadillacs and dinosaurs, or I just kind of keep going back and forth like that, and then it's like, let's watch Max Headroom now. Like we're just kind of watching a
free flow,
whole bunch of different stuff. But there is
maybe some movies in the future.
There is some method to the madness. We're basically watching shows that either we haven't seen or we want to see again or share or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for some of these live action shows that we've picked out.
We got some pretty good ones in the mix. It's gonna be fun. So
It was literally like a freeze frame pop up book.
So
it was just like
one of the nice things
Downburst.
is when you doing it that way, when you come by, if it's say one of our one-off ones that we're watching a short series, you get to see the entire series in one go, and you don't have to worry about missing any later. So, it just seems like a better way to do it. And then it's more of kind of a marathon binge. What people like to binge watch these days anyway, so it's kind of more.
This is not a foreign concept.
No,
Now,
it's the way
back when
people
we-
seem to
back
like
when we
to
started,
to do shows now.
I will say back when we started, it very much was a foreign concept to a lot of people.
Well, and also just the concept of a watch party, essentially, which is basically, it's quite common now. But when we were doing it in 2014, people didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Like, what is this? Like, we kept having to explain
Why aren't you
it to
showing
people.
the show?
Yeah, we kept having to explain to people. It's like, no, it's like a fan commentary. You're supposed to, fire up your DVD or whatever and watch along with us. Like,
Netflix or whatever.
or Netflix or wherever it is, and then that's it. So I don't
Like
know.
how you get it is none of my business. If you want to get
Yeah.
it illegally, it's your problem.
But
not mine.
now we have this streaming service that we can use to show the shows, just not on the stream with us. So there's like basically two streams. There's a stream of us here on Twitch where we can chat and interact and commentate, and then there's the stream of just the show. So if you want, you can just watch the show and say, fuck you guys, I'm just going to watch the show and not listen to your inane babble for the whole thing.
Which is fine. I don't
You
give
can
a
do
shit.
that. Or you can
You'd be
watch the
correct.
show and listen to our inane babble and chit-chat in the chat and everything. So, it gives more
In
options.
which case, you'd be a cock.
For people that... Exactly.
Left field, Stoudman just like, hey, don't forget I'm over here.
In which case, you'd be a cock. That's right. Yeah, so it's good. It's a good time.
We are continuing. It's happening again tomorrow, Michael. We've already decided. We don't know how much we're going to do tomorrow, but there's going to be a fair amount of streaming.
Oh, also, when we get back to our Doctor Who viewings, we can actually show the Doctor Who episodes through the
I
streaming.
figured that'd be part of our series, our
Yeah.
evening series.
Yeah,
pattern. We're like finished Headroom, and maybe we'll watch a few stories. Something like that.
We'll figure it out.
Whenever Stoud's free for that, obviously.
Yeah,
You can't do
obviously,
that
there's
without
certain
Stoud.
ones that we need
can't
Stout
do
to be
what
there
without
for.
me?
Stout.
Doctor Who. I'm not doing Doctor Who without you.
No, we are not
Oh,
doing
not
Doctor
gonna
Who without you,
I would
Stout.
be pissed. I would be fucking furious if you watched Doctor Who without me. So I'm not doing it
Exactly.
without you. That's
How
just.
about Tuesday? I have my birthday on Tuesday. I'm taking Tuesday off.
Okay,
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm fucking down.
some birthday Who
you don't have to
watching.
twist my arm to watch Doctor Who. Shit.
There you go. I will watch watch two stories back to back. Be awesome.
I like the idea of adding some vintage commercial breaks during the break, though. That'd be kind of cool.
After these messages.
Thank you,
All
Jimmy Clapper,
right
for that
back.
idea.
I actually do have a chunk of 80s commercials, 80s and early 90s commercials that I captured off of my VHS tapes when I was capturing VHS tapes that I
Well,
haven't
now you know to use it.
that I haven't edited yet. I still have to sort through them. I've got stuff
really-
dating. I've got stuff dating back to 1984. So
Holy
the-
shit.
I was gonna-
1984
no, I was
up
gonna
to about 1994.
I'm looking forward
So-
to getting to Stout, moving into Stout, because I'm gonna get a VCR and I'm gonna do my analog archaeology where I literally have I have a fucking box of blank tapes that are sold but as
Oh, yeah.
blank, but they're not blank. They've written things are
There's
crossed
stuff on
off
them, yeah.
on them.
So what were you trying to say there, Eric?
I was gonna say I have that Mill Creek set that literally is like 1,200 TV commercials
Oh,
dating
yeah.
back to like
Nice.
1950s.
Oh
I need
We
to
wow.
could throw in one of those 19 like 50s, early 60s 12-minute political ads.
Oh,
I like
how
Ike.
amazing Reagan is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go on YouTube and grab. They have like a bunch of channels that do blocks of commercials. Just
Well, yeah,
grab a few
there's
of
that.
those and throw them up for like commercial break when we go off the
But-
commercial break.
So,
You know?
jokingly aside, but seriously, if you do want those, I can try to start rip those.
I was just gonna
if
say,
you want.
the ones on my tapes are better quality than most of the shit on YouTube. So.
No, that's of course. I mean,
good for you.
I'm trying to save you time.
SP mode. Well, no, they're already captured. I just need to edit and organize them. I mean,
That's my
can
point.
that can be a stream for a day. Watch me edit
Actually,
commercials.
that would be a really cool stream. Watching
Yeah.
just dig through commercials.
And we'll go through those
Be
files
fucking
and
down.
see what gold is in there. I got toy commercials. I got beer commercials.
You will be
I got.
sharing
Hold
a
on.
lot of that stuff with me, sir. Trust me.
Well, I'm
'Cause
sure.
I need that.
Yeah.
Need that.
So.
I'll have to, at some point. I'm just gonna give you access to upload stuff to my drive. Like, here, give me your fucking.
Give me
commercials.
your archive. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you could send me the MGB episodes I don't have to my archive, that would be wonderful.
Let
Yeah,
me
here it is.
get you. I think.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
1,000, and even has the Speedy from
Yeah, I'd
the
love
Alka-Seltzer.
to get that.
16 hours
Holy shit! That's
across 3
crazy.
discs. From
Wow.
Silly Putty, Ajax commercials,
Holy
Barbie
word.
commercials,
Oh,
political ads.
vintage Barbie
Bang,
commercials.
bang.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, beverages, bread, candy, gum, cereal, condiments, snacks, toy cars, dolls.
Oh my god, old cereal commercials. I have a bunch of those too. Have
Okay,
some of the
here
old.
is.
This
I'll
is-
get send you a link to this real quick.
Okay. I'll grab it all after, but
I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
PM it to you, so you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
you
it.
know, it's
All
got
right.
a lot of old commercials on,
There you
on
go.
archive.
That's all I have.
yes.
Everything's uploaded there.
Well, also on archive.org they have like PSAs and educational films and stuff. Remember the first
Those
couple?
are some of my favorites.
Yeah, well, some of them are hilarious. Like there was the
Oh,
first couple episodes of Cooking with Zarenizer where I grabbed a few of those off of archive.org. Remember those? There was like the one about cooking terminology, and it was about the new wife trying to be a good wife, and it's like, I should cook something for my new husband for lunch. What could I cook? Well, he likes cake. I'll make a chocolate cake. It's like, you're gonna make chocolate cake for lunch? Okay. Best wife ever. But it was such like 50s, values and everything. It was so hilariously outdated. And then there was the one, it's barbecue week, and then we realized it was actually an infomercial for some kind of barbecue sauce. Like,
Yes,
be sure to
I
use
remember that
Mrs.
one.
Johnson's flavor seal, trademark, patent pending.
Flavor seal.
What about a barbecue commercial?
Never mind. It was just a thing that I put into one of the cooking shows.
Oh, I love your shirt.
Oh yeah,
love
show
Rose's
your
shirt.
shirt, Rose. Show your shirt. It's Hawkins Middle School AV Club. So of course,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is Stranger Things. There you go. Very nice.
Love it.
You
Oh.
heading to bed, kiddo?
No, I'm just grabbing my blanket.
Okay. All right. Should probably head to bed soon. It's 10:41.
I know.
Alrighty. I'm guessing we probably have some news or something. Maybe I should
Yeah.
That's the call of the news.
Makes me happy.
The
News.
That's the news belch. It's time for news.
The news belch.
Okay. From Actor Rivera, our resident news hound in New York, which New York actually got shut down this week.
Yep.
So hope you're
As
staying
a
safe,
whole.
Raptor. We love you. Stay well, stay safe, stay indoors for the love of fuck. No matter how much you want
we get
pizza.
Major fans of the news segment. Damn.
Yes. Well,
They're losing their shit.
news is awesome. Raptor Rivera does good work. So he says, day 69 of quarantine. That coffee table is starting to look pretty good right about now. Oh, right. Cram news. Says trailers. Official trailer.
It's funny now.
Official trailer for the second season of the DC Universe animated series Harley Quinn, premiering April 5th. I still need to see the first season. I completely forgot that it was out. So I'll have to check that out.
I have a favorite moment of the trailer for the second season, which I haven't seen the first season either.
Oh, okay.
In which Ivy and Harley hold hands. It's like, oh,
Aww.
oh. So gay, it's ridiculous.
Official trailer, or they could just be touchy-feely besties. You never know.
Friends with benefits.
No, it
Affectionate.
was romantic.
Don't ruin this.
No, I don't know.
It's a good thing.
I don't
It's a
care
good
one
thing
way
for
or
me.
another. I mean, if they, want to go that way, fine.
Their relationship is canonical. It's actually in the comics, to be fair.
All right. Well, good, because I'm sure Ivy will be much better for her than the Joker ever was.
She is. That's the
Yeah.
whole point, actually.
Exactly. Official trailer for the second season of the FX series What We Do in the Shadows, premiering April 15th. Another one that I really need to see. I've been meaning to see the original movie for ages. I've heard it's hilarious, and apparently the show is even better. I need to see all that stuff. Being
The movie was hilarious.
big
I loved
vampire
it.
fan. Yeah.
You will love it the hell out of it. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yeah.
It's the best spoof. By the way, that's how you do a spoof. Not those scary movies. That's how you do a spoof.
Yeah. That's what I've heard, that it's a pretty spot-on rip on the various vampire tropes and
Yes,
everything.
I mean, it gets everything right.
Yeah.
It gets all the right things right. It makes fun of all the right things. It's so good.
Okay. Official trailer for the Amazon original series Upload. The show is set in a future where humans are able to upload themselves into their preferred choice of afterlife. When Nathan meets his early death, he is greeted by Nora in his version of heaven. The series follows the two as Nathan grows accustomed to life away from his loved ones, and the alive Nora struggles to stay afloat, working her job alongside Nathan in the afterlife. Developed by Greg Daniels, who's previously written for The Simpsons, Parks and Rec, etc. Cool. I would definitely check that out.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Official trailer for the horror film Behind You. Two young sisters find that all the mirrors in their estranged aunt's house are covered or hidden. When one of them happens upon a mirror in the basement, she unknowingly releases a malicious demon. Gotta watch out for those mirrors, man. They're bad news, I'm telling you.
I'm a big
Is
fan.
this a sequel to that one movie?
Oculus? No.
Oculus.
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
totally
there
a
was a-
sequel to Oculus.
Okay.
There was a sequel to Oculus, but this is apparently just a cheap knockoff.
There was a sequel
Apparently-
to Oculus? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
There's a sequel to Oculus.
Now,
Yeah,
this
pretty good,
is interesting. I didn't know this was something that was happening. I still need to see the original series. We have official trailer for the sequel series, Penny Dreadful, City of Angels. When a
Nice.
grisly murder shocks Los Angeles in 1938, a detective and his partner become embroiled in an epic story that reflects the rich history of the city. Very cool.
I know a few people who will be very excited for that.
Yeah, I started watching Penny Dreadful a while back. I never kept up with it though, but I definitely liked what I saw. Like, it's kind of a Victorian, supernatural series. But
All those supernatural stories told from the Victorian era, like those
Yeah.
characters. You know,
yeah, and I like that. So it's
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
one I've been
it
wanting to
looks
check
good.
out for a while.
just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. But official trailer for the Freeform series Motherland Fort Salem. The program follows 3 young women from basic training in combat magic into early deployment in a woman-dominated world in which the U.S. ended persecution of witches 300 years ago after an agreement.
Interesting.
That
Ding.
sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
what's Freeform? And how do I watch this?
I don't know. I know, is Freeform is it a
Another
Freeform
streaming
series,
service.
or is Freeform the name of the studio?
It's another streaming service.
Oh.
Okay.
It's streaming.
Is
Oh.
it free? Is it one of the free ones?
I think it actually might be.
It says
paid
free
through
in the
ads,
title.
I think.
Freeform.
I know, right? Oh, it used to be ABC Family. Is it free, guys, with commercials? That's fine if it's got commercials and free.
Yeah.
I'm okay free with commercials. I have a problem when you have to pay a fee and still get commercials. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
What am I paying you for?
Yeah, exactly.
I will look it up on my cell phone.
Okay.
For these motherfuckers tell me.
Official trailer for the romantic drama Tuscaloosa. 22 and on the verge of entering high society, college graduate Billy Mitchell finds his plans changing when he falls in love with an inmate with multiple personalities at his father's mental institution. Starring Natalia Dyer, who plays Nancy Wheeler on Netflix's Stranger Things. Oh, okay, cool. Might check
Sounds
that
interesting.
out. Yeah.
The cable channel. Children?
Official trailer for the heavy metal horror We Summon the Darkness. When three friends meet a group of fun-loving men in the parking lot of a heavy metal concert, they all decide to have an after-party. But it isn't long before the group finds themselves fighting for their lives. Starring Johnny Knoxville as a priest, and directed by Gray Myers, who also helmed the feature My Friend Dahmer.
Oh, well, that's going to probably be pretty good then.
There you go.
Okay.
My Friend Dahmer is a very good movie.
Cool.
So, Freeform is, you can, without cable, you can watch it on Hulu, Sling, AT&T, PlayStation View, and YouTube
Okay.
TV.
Hulu, I can watch it for, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so a variety of things.
Probably watch it on the
Okay.
PS4 then.
Cool, I'll have to watch that. That Fort Salem, the Motherland Fort Salem sounds really cool.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Right? Sounds really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Movie TV news. Movie TV news. Actress Rosario Dawson from Clerks 2, Netflix's Daredevil, etc., has been cast in the second season of the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian as fan favorite Ahsoka. Ahsoka Tano.
I don't know how to say it.
That really popular Jedi character with the tentacle head.
Yes, Rosario Dawson is gorgeous.
Yes. Prior to this casting...
Perfect casting, by the way. Perfect casting.
Prior to this casting, the character had only appeared in animated form in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Rebels. Very cool.
She's a Twi'lek. She's that Twi'lek lady, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh, good. Rosario Dawson is a Twi'lek. Yes,
Yep.
Thank you. My fetishes need that.
Well, honestly, I trust the judgment of those showrunners. They really seem to know what they're doing. I mean, Jon Favreau,
I like Twi'leks. What can I say?
Taika Waititi, they have a clear vision for that show, and I trust them.
I like Twi'leks. How do you want to say it?
I'm like, well, they're sexy.
They have head
Hot
tentacles.
as fuck, you.
They do. It kind of appeals to that tentacle thing.
There are Twi'leks in Knights of the Old Republic.
Cool. Anyway, Marvel's Hulu series Hellstrom has wrapped production on season 1.
Oh shit! They did Hellstrom.
They did
really?
Hellstrom.
The son of Satan.
Apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's based off what's the fucking writer Warren Ellis series from the '90s, which is just called Hellstrom.
I don't know.
A little darker.
Showrunner Noelle Stevenson revealed in an interview with Entertainment Weekly that the upcoming 5th season of the popular Netflix series She-Ra and the Princesses of Power will be its last. So that series is coming to a close, which means we can binge it. I haven't seen it yet. I've been wanting to check it out. I hear it's really good.
Good.
Yeah. Due to the ongoing theater closings, many movie studios have decided to drop major motion pictures onto streaming or digital sites, which I think is a great idea. The likes of Bloodshot, Sonic the Hedgehog, and even the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984 could be yours for between $2.99 to $9.99 a rental very soon. So
Actually, they're going to start at like $19.99.
Definitely cheaper than going to the movies. And you don't have to put up with the
But
normal.
even at $19.99, it's like you can have a watch party with several people, and you're paying $20.
Yeah, that's true.
And a bit of an addition to that, Disney has already started. By this last week, they released Frozen 2 onto Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, 3 months before its official release.
Yeah.
And also, April 3rd, they're also releasing Onward
Onward. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Sorry, not
really?
Upward.
Wow.
Yeah, that's also coming straight to. I
That's
think
cool.
it's Disney Plus, and it's also coming to major streaming sites for $2.99 to rent and $9.99 to buy.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love how on the ball the studios have been with that. And apparently Wonder
Well, they
Woman
know how to
80
make money in this kind of situation.
Wonder Woman 84, which was to be released very shortly, is basically going straight to streaming.
I can't wait to see that.
Which I'm okay with, because now it means I'll be able to see it sooner than I would have been able to otherwise. But I will still buy the Blu-ray of that, of course, because I loved the first one, and I loved the first one. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and this one's in the 80s.
Unfortunately,
That's
this
all I
means
need.
the theaters suffer the most in this because they're not getting any money.
Well, yeah,
No.
of course.
It's a shame.
Absolutely.
But you know, is what's making a rise again? Drive-in.
I was going to say, well, there was talk of that. I don't know if it's actually happening, but...
In a couple states already, they've seen like a 300% hike
really?
in people attending drive-in theaters.
Yeah, well, that's what... I remember seeing a tweet earlier this week. They said, why don't we have like a drive-in revival? Because then that way people can still go to the movies and not have to be anywhere near each other. They're just in their cars, you know?
Yep.
Which I think is brilliant. And
Social
I'd be
distancing
all for
in
that.
the movies.
Well,
in
and also nowadays with drive-ins, I know when the last time I went to the drive-in, it wasn't the speaker you put on your car. It was a radio station that you tune into,
Yep.
and then you get the stereo
Since
sound.
the 90s, that's been
you
around,
get the stereo sound in your car, which is way better.
And some cars these days have amazing sound systems comparatively.
So.
Oh yeah.
You're like driving around a home theater, basically.
I think we should have the option though, just for nostalgia's sake. Like if they reopen old ones, just refurbish all the old speakers and have the option of either streaming it to your car, but if you don't want to leave your car on, you could still do the old school and hook the speaker off to the side.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Obviously, be a nicer speaker.
Well, I think they
still...
did still have that option, but it was, it's better with the speakers, obviously.
Yeah. Because that's what I like. That's how I saw The Lion King for the first time.
Oh yeah.
You had to drive in with the shitty fucking speaker hanging.
I forget. I saw a couple like that in the.
I saw at least
90s,
movies
early
at the
90s.
Laying in the back of a Ford Aerostar.
I remember seeing Ghostbusters in a drive-in. I had seen it before, but my parents hadn't seen it, and they wanted to go see it. Cass was like a month old, maybe 2 months old, and it was playing at the local drive-in, so he was just zonked out in the back of the car. And of course, my dad just keeps bursting out laughing uproariously because it's, well, a pretty fucking funny movie. Now my mom's just like, Michael, shh, the baby's sleeping. And it's like, oh, sorry. Just like trying to laugh quietly. But yeah, it was good stuff. That
I'm trying to think. I saw a lot of movies in the drive-in. Deep Rising I saw in the drive-in.
Yeah.
What else?
We didn't go to the drive-in very often, but I do. Like I said, I think Lion King is my only specific memory of the drive-in.
Oh, I saw Deep Impact in a fucking drive-in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ghostbusters is oddly the only one I really remember, but I know for a fact I went to the drive-in several times as a kid. I just don't remember what I saw there.
Yeah. There's a drive-in in Simi Valley up until.
Oh, I do remember another one, and it was when they were having
that way.
They were showing older movies at the time.
Yeah.
And one of them was the original Longest Yard.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And someone had rearranged the words, and it said The Longest Rod.
You know what I saw at fucking like 12, 13 years old? Joe versus the Volcano. That I saw in a drive-in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
It would show one film that was a little older, and still show the new movie. We would go on the double feature night.
Yeah.
We were poor. We lived in a mobile home park, so we went, 2 movies for the price of one. We'll go to the drive-in, And so I remember seeing Joe versus the Volcano, and then I don't remember what else. Flintstones, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Jetsons movie there. Flintstones, a live action.
That Jetsons movie would have been a fun one to see in a drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting out on the outside the car in lawn chairs with 2 speakers, one on each side.
Yes.
'Cause
Okay.
there was a lot of people.
Carrying on here. Where were we?
got sidetracked by drive-in movie.
Drive-in movies, yeah. Well, it was because of the movies going to streaming.
It's video game news now.
Video game news. Oh, actually, we're almost at the end here. A couple of in memoriams. We lost Lyle Wagner this week, model and actor whose career spans nearly 40 decades.
40 decades.
Wow. 4 decades. Known for roles on Gunsmoke, The Love Boat, Carol Burnett Show, portraying Steve Trevor in the 70s Wonder Woman series, and auditioning and nearly playing Bruce Wayne Batman in the 60s Batman series. Wow.
Costume test.
Actually watched an
video
episode of
costume
Gunsmoke today that he was in.
I actually did not know that.
Yep. There's photos of him. The bat symbol is very different. It's like very tiny and weird.
And of course, we lost country music legend Kenny Rogers this week.
The gambler himself.
An American singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, entrepreneur, and member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. Charted more than 120 hit singles across various music genres. Topped the country and pop album charts for more than 200 individual weeks in the United States alone for such hits as Just Dropped In, The Gambler, I Can't Unlove You, and many, many
Highway
others.
to the Danger Zone? Fuck, come on.
Yeah,
You missed the big obvious one?
That's Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Not
God
Kenny Rogers. Yeah.
Damn it. Well, is he
You're
dead?
supposed to be the big music expert. What the hell?
I'm not a music expert.
Just music
I
fan.
just know a lot of weird bands. My bad.
Yeah.
Is Kenny Loggins dead? I'm just asking.
I think he's still kicking around. Probably going to do a new version of
Yeah,
that.
someone
with
protect
Top Gun.
Kenny
Aviators
Loggins,
and
all right?
beard is probably
You
sitting
can't lose
around
2
there
pennies
somewhere.
in 2 weeks in a row, man.
I wonder if he still wears aviators. That'd be funny.
And the first person that does a "you killed Kenny" joke.
Oh God, I will stab you.
Don't.
You bastards.
Just don't. You're bastards. You do a "you killed Kenny" joke. Okay, Garbage Gamer. What kind of gaming news do we have this week?
We got
Anything at all?
a few things.
A few things. Okay.
Yeah, I had to scrape a little bit. No,
Okay. Scraping the barrel.
A couple games got released early because of said virus.
Yes.
A couple games being Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal
Yes.
got released. I think Animal Crossing got released 2 days early. Doom Eternal got released a day early.
Whoa. Unprecedented.
But yeah, as I wrote verbatim in my notes, Doom Eternal got released, and oh my god, is Amazeballs.
Yeah, you've been playing it a lot the past couple days, eh?
Yes, I have. I think I'm already like halfway through the game. I also, like I said, I pre-ordered it for the PS4, and because of, again, all the world ending, pretty much, my order got pushed out till Monday.
Oh, right.
So, I bought the PC version because I was on a 3-day weekend and I was pissed on that.
He bought the game twice.
I bought the game twice.
Must be nice to be filthy, stinking rich.
Here's his money back.
Hey, thanks, JL. Whoa, what
But I will...
I'm on fire. Oh, this is fine. This is all fine.
I stole it from you.
You stole my face. Give me my face back.
No.
This is fine.
No.
This is all fine. I'm quite... Okay.
But,
it was the "this is fine"
actually,
dog. That's great.
Like I said, when my
It's
PS4
fine.
version
It's
comes
like fire
in,
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll seek out a
I've seen
copy
that
of
one.
Doom 2016 for the PS4, so I'll have both. So I'll have both games on both the PS4 and the PC.
Excellent.
Just to
I
make
have...
things easy.
Yeah, I have them kind of split across. I've got, like, the original games on PS3 and PC, and I've got all the newer ones on PC. So.
And yep. And obviously, when you pre-order it, it came for the PS4 a copy of Doom 64.
Yes.
This is the Switch version that's running in the background because it was $4.99 and I had like
Yeah,
$30 I put on my
going to Dreamland.
Nintendo eShop account.
All right.
Dreamland.
Oh my god, itchy nose.
That's what they call Area 51. So you're going to Area 51? Bro's just going to go sleep with the aliens.
Have fun
I
with the
am
alien.
an alien.
Just bring a jetpack back for me.
Sure thing.
But But yeah, so also yeah, Animal Crossing came out. I don't know anything about Animal Crossing.
Hey, thanks, Analog Man.
Never owned it. Never.
This is fine.
Well,
this
you
is all
see-
fine. I'm quite happy with things
Eh.
the way they are transpiring. Right? Oh, there's two of us.
Oh,
there
we
we
both
go.
got it. Yay.
We are fine. This is all fine
No,
here.
give it back. I want
Here,
back.
yep. Oh, it's gone. Is that what they're all going to be right now? Is that Twitch's little joke?
I hope
Night,
so.
Michelle.
That'd be awesome. Just every single one.
Every single one is just
It's the this is fine dog.
Night,
so the next thing
everybody.
is they
Alright,
got
go to
Hold
bed.
on.
Night.
I was gonna say
Nice.
something
You're
funny.
interrupting the news.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Animal Crossing is, according to Zarin Isaac, a
Fire
mobile
Ruby.
game. So
Yeah, how are you enjoying that mobile game, Stoud? Can your phone
How did
even
that even
handle
start?
it?
Where did that? I don't even know.
I think I
But,
mentioned that they came out with like a mobile app for Animal Crossing, and
To which I said,
yeah.
aha!
to be
But yeah, and again, said it for a third time. Animal Crossing is now out. It's a
Yay!
game people have wanted since I think the launch of the Wii U.
Mm.
Like a proper Animal Crossing, because we had one on the Wii, didn't we? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
City Folk,
City Folk, that's what it was.
or
Then you guys got,
as Curly in.
Oh my
in the-
god! Try to be subtle, and my
As
ass
Curly
is like,
in,
nope.
in the City Slickers used to say, "City Folk."
And then you guys got New Leaf on the 3DS. And so now we have the new one, which I don't even know what it's called.
It's called, spoiler alert, New Horizon.
New Horizons.
Oh,
I really wish I had a Switch because I would be playing that. That would be streaming on my channel today.
New Horizons. That's what it was. So yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Looks cool. I mean, it looks like Animal Crossing.
Really, really, really want the
It is in
game.
fact Animal Crossing.
that's
Oh.
okay.
I don't
You
have
have
the
other
Switch.
games.
It's so sad.
So
That's okay.
some other
You
stuff
have
got
other
talked about.
games.
More specifically, some
But
announcements.
I don't have
for
that
both.
one, the one I really want.
Some announcements for both the Xbox Series X and the PS5 have officially been announced by both companies. Xbox having an interesting little show talking about all their different stuff, and PS5, Sony having the most awkwardly boring
Great.
conference that
I
literally-
actually enjoyed it, honestly.
I
I
mean,
was very
as a tech
technical.
person. Yeah, as a very technical person, also,
I thought it was a
I
joke.
enjoyed it, but
It was
I
highly
did-
technical. Very.
getting it towards
Okay.
the end, I did have to try to keep myself awake.
I had no problems personally, but
Uh,
I really like that kind of stuff. I like understanding how the fucking meat and bones of the system
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
But
same here.
I wish
yeah.
it would at least announced a game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of neat that one of the games they talked about was showing off the dynamic HDR feature for the
Dead
PS5. They showed video footage of fucking Dead Space.
Really?
With ray tracing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why are
With
you so
ray
loud,
tracing.
Skinslip? You're like overblown right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank
Is
you.
this better?
A little bit.
I thought ray tracing
Oops.
looked
Oh my-
so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And it
clearly
was-
I need to watch
and
that
it was
now.
a dynamic implemented ray tracing, which means they could put ray tracing on anything.
Yeah.
90 million
more
points at once, I think they
realistic
And
said.
Right,
same
right, right.
ray tracing on any game at any point, and also same for HDR.
Nice.
They could put HDR and give it that dynamic range on literally anything.
Cool.
It's like, holy shit.
Rage racing?
But yeah,
no.
uh,
Ray tracing.
The
Yeah,
one thing I will say there's each part that obviously most people were paying attention to for both the Series X
I
and the
shouldn't be so
PS5
blown out anymore.
Yeah.
is any kind of mention of any kind of backwards compatibility. And for PlayStation 5, they were kind of weird with it, saying pretty much
Explain.
Mark Cerny was saying, the PS5 technically should be able to play all PS4 games,
Mm-hmm.
but with the jump in power and technology on it, they have to make sure that all the games run properly.
Yeah.
So they're kind of doing a game-by-game test process, and they can confirm that at least 100 games from the PS4 library natively just work on the PS5. They don't need to make any patches or changes or modifications to them to make them run. So that's really what people kind of were a little confused about.
Mm-hmm.
Because they talked about how
to
how they
clarify
do emulation and how the different ways they could do emulation,
right?
But instead they wanted to support it like out of the box instead of emulating.
Yeah. It's to put it into perspective and to clarify some things for people who are confused.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, all they're doing is just putting PS4 games in the dev kits of the PS5s and see how they work.
Yeah.
And if they work fine, they don't find any issues or problems or graphical glitches, it's good to go.
Yeah.
If there's problems like speed issues or graphical glitches, they have to go back and slightly modify the game to make it work a little better.
Yeah.
That's all they're talking about and all they mean.
So
to explain the power difference here, the ray tracing, like D-Large was talking about here, it took an hour to render a single frame back in 2003, and they can render 90 million frames now in a second.
90 million, but I mean.
Well, no, 90 million.
They can hit 60 frames per second.
InSaNiTy.
Yeah.
They can hit a 60 FPS solid wall on most games.
Yeah.
With this new dynamic ray tracing.
And it looks so good.
I know. The first I heard about ray tracing was actually back in the 90s when I was playing around with Lightwave 3D. Because when Lightwave 3D version 2 came out, it introduced ray tracing, which, on a 7 megahertz CPU, took forever to render a single frame. It would take 20 minutes to render a single standard definition frame of a 3D object with nothing too fancy applied to it.
No texture or anything, huh?
No, well, it'd be like just color, but it would be like a generated texture, but not an actual like image texture. But you add ray tracing into that, and holy shit! Just the fact they can do that.
Rays of light.
The fact that they can do that in real time now is phenomenal.
On the fly.
Yeah.
On the fly
well,
too.
Real time means.
There's pre-coded real time, and then there's on the fly with no pre.
Well, that's what I mean. It's done real time. It's done as you're playing. It's just being done.
They talked about how like the way they do it, like they don't render things on the backside of the camera, so it's literally generating as you turn.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they were talking about.
Live ray tracing. That thing took you 20 seconds, minutes.
Crazy.
Every single pixel.
It also
has
to do with the new technology they have with their SSD, their NVMe drive that they're running, and their literally they got into like memory stacking and all this like highly technical information.
Mm-hmm.
They said that their pipelines for everything with the SSD loading information with the CPU, GPU, and the memory, it is all running so fast that, like he was saying, you can look at something and just your field of vision is rendered.
Yeah.
And have it de-render and render something else as you're looking at new things.
Yeah.
That is how fast it is accessing information. It is fucking nuts.
So it keeps it just outside of your field of vision, so you have that consistent experience.
Yeah, because they went into and explained about how they did it before in previous generations, how they would have to load entire areas, so that's why some areas would have like long winding hallways before there's another area, or a giant staircase. And the giant staircase is the load screen between,
essentially,
unloading, like dumping an old area to load in the assets to a new one. This one could literally do it in a field of view, and it's like holy
on
shit.
the fly.
That's pretty amazing.
Crazy.
Now before we got sidetracked back to this ray tracing thing, which is really cool and everything, you were talking about backwards compatibility.
Yes.
So
pretty much Cerny did confirm that the PS5 is backwards compatible with the PS4.
With the PS4
content and nothing past the PS4
so only the PS4.
There might be emulation of PS3.
We don't know yet. We don't know anything about that. He didn't talk anything about.
With the powerful processor, I don't see why it couldn't do that though.
Yeah.
It's much more likely to happen now than it was the previous generation.
Yeah.
But like they said, they're kind of having to test on a game by game basis to see just to make sure everything works properly.
Interesting.
Please get 5 edition of Dead Space, please.
Switching over to the Xbox Series X, which had a lot more interesting of a reveal by using several YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips and all this of that, pretty much inviting them out to a conference room and pretty much like they're like, here's a Series X, here's all the parts, this is what it all does, and like letting them fuck with it.
Gotta appeal to those youngins by getting those YouTubers
Well,
in
Linus
here.
is surely to break something.
Yeah.
Linus, after all.
The other interesting one is, I believe, I heard it said, so I'm pretty much.
Xbox.
I don't want to confirm it officially, but again, it was said multiple times, but not in any official capacity. It was just weird. When it comes to compatibility, they stated, and they used the term all previous generations. So I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
I would guess
means-
emulation of
that mean
Xbox,
digital?
Xbox 360 titles, probably.
No, does that mean digital or physical?
Oh, I don't know.
Can I pop in an original Xbox
like a
disc and
disc?
play it?
Yeah, see, that'd be
Oh.
the
And
big
have it
thing.
go into like an OG Xbox mode.
You would get me to buy an Xbox console, brand new,
that'd
then.
be a big thing.
So
Thanks,
that's what
Starscream.
I'm wondering.
So, okay, Duncan, I just had to read this before it scrolls off the screen. Duncan was just saying, back in 2003, I had to render a 20-second video of an animated 3D scene for my uni coursework. I used POV Ray, we all did, and you had to define the environment using text files, so you did not see your result till it was rendered. We had Blender, but God help you learning that interface. I tried, LOL. Anyway, I made a 20-second, 25 frames per second video of a glass ball bouncing through a group of other objects, all in text, and it was pretty easy considering it was all text. Yeah, I used to use, going back even further, I used to use a program from 1987 on the Amiga called Videoscape 3D, and it was the same thing, where you had a series of text files where you would type in coordinates. So you'd have coordinates for your camera, coordinates for your lights, coordinates for each individual object in the scene, and you had to see it in your brain and figure out where everything was in relation to everything else, and then feed all these text files into the program, load up all the objects, load up everything you need, and then you could render it all out, and it would, and then you'd
then
see
you
if
gotta
it worked
realize
or not.
Toy Story was made that way.
Yeah.
Because they had to
So-
make all that.
So it was crazy. So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Man, everything in Toy Story is a text file, if you really go back and look.
So actually, if you've ever seen the one of the MMC Retro episodes, specifically the intro for Video Letters to Jason 18, where I did a bunch of 3D animation for it, that was all done in Videoscape 3D.
Oh, nice.
And they have some idea what a pain in the ass it was to do those. I still have all the project files for it too. Been meaning to do a high resolution re-render of it at some point, but I need to get my Amiga working first, or at least the means to transfer the files to the PC so I can run it through an emulator.
So yeah, so it looks like the Xbox Series X looks like it's going to be the more straightforward system for this generation.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, PS5 is still, yeah, they announced a bunch of things about how the system works, but we still haven't even seen what the console looks like.
Yeah, just
There's still
concept drawings.
There's some mysteries they're still leaving behind, and it's actually kind of turning people off away from it.
Oh, whatever.
They're just like, because
That's
a lot of
just
people are going like, well,
impatience.
look at Microsoft is just, being like, here, this is what we're fucking working on,
Yeah.
and PS5 is being all.
Well, no, it's probably not that they're being. They really don't have a design yet. I mean, it's still all dev kits. There isn't a console, like a physical console yet. So
Yeah.
they'll have it when they have it. I mean, I hate that people get this pissy attitude. It's like, well, Xbox is doing it faster. It's like, yeah, and remember when they rushed out the first Xbox? And it fucking sucked compared to PS2. So, yeah. Or no.
What are you talking
No, wait a minute. It
No.
wasn't the first. No, sorry. The Xbox 360. They rushed out the Xbox
Yeah.
360, which sucked compared to the PS3. It was a glitchy, buggy, red ring of deathy system because they rushed it out. PS3, Sony took an extra year to bring out their high-def console, and it was worth the wait. But, I'm seeing the same shit now with PS5. Like, oh, they're not bringing it out fast enough. Xbox is fast. Shut up. Just shut up, you fucking entitled fucktards. It's gonna be a great console, and it'll be worth the wait. I mean, how many fucking generations of consoles do we have to go through before you realize, hey, Sony actually makes pretty good consoles?
But he doesn't even have the Ewok movies.
hate
Those
that
are the
shit. I
best
thought we were
ones.
past that
How
shit by
can you
now.
call yourself a real
No, this
Star
is the video
Wars
game
fan
industry.
if
Yeah.
you
Never
don't
gonna get
have
past
the
Apparently
original
not.
you
There
want
will
this.
always
staple of the video game industry of self-entitled fucktards.
Yes.
even when there's literally no difference between the consoles, like right now,
I know.
there will always be console wars. There will always
It's ridiculous.
be that. PC
Anyway.
Master Race. PC.
Moving on.
So what else?
A surprising game is getting a remaster. A game I never thought in a million years would get a fucking remaster.
Dead Space?
No, unfortunately.
Dead Space Trilogy?
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
Yeah, the game Shadow Man for the N64.
Never heard of it.
Shadow Man. Where did you Dead Space?
It's all about Dead Space.
So yeah, Shadow Man is getting a remaster announced for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch.
Interesting.
Again, it was a weird game.
Oh, well, maybe I'll like it then. I like weird games.
I don't remember much about it.
Huh.
Like that's one of those. I think it was a first-person shooter. Was it? I don't fucking remember.
I have no idea.
Hold on, I probably should have done this research before the show.
Nothing else. Matter of fact, you said it was a PS4. I thought that was a PS1 game.
Oh wait, I own Shadow Man.
I don't even know anything
Okay.
about it.
I have an N64 copy. It was on PlayStation also. It looks like it's a third-person, like, action adventure game
Okay.
of some kind.
Shadow Man.
So,
Yeah,
Analog...
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man's based off a Valiant comic book.
Interesting.
Well, it's getting a remaster.
Oh, why?
Yes, I know what I was wondering.
I don't know.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's getting a remaster for all major platforms.
Interesting.
So the Analog Man was asking what was the original resolution of the theatrical version of Toy Story before it was put to film. So Duncan just kind of poked around a little bit, and he says, found it. When Toy Story was made, it used state-of-the-art equipment to render the final presentation at a resolution of 1536 by 922 pixels. And it has actually been re-rendered from the original project files several times as formats have improved. So
It's just a bunch of text. I
so-
can tell it's
so they
it's
did-
literally a fucking text.
So
you know?
they
Every
re-
frame.
So they re-rendered it again for Blu-ray. They re-rendered it again for 4K. The first time I really noticed that, or suspected that that's what they were doing, was when Monsters, Inc. got a Blu-ray release. And I saw some screenshot comparisons between the DVD and the Blu-ray, and holy shit, what a night and day difference. Not just because it was DVD and Blu-ray, but because the Blu-ray renders actually had way more detail in them.
Yeah.
Like Sully's...
Incredibles
Oh,
was
yeah, I remember
Sully's
that.
Sully's hair, for example, was much
Yeah, I
more
was gonna mention
distinct in that. And even,
That
like,
was
there's a scene where, like, one of them's holding up an ice cream cone, and in the DVD it's just, like, a blob on a cone. But on the Blu-ray, you can actually see detail and texture for the ice cream. And, yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, Incredibles is literally an incredible Blu-ray. There's amazing detail in that.
Yeah, I'd like to...
And the wood grain
Yeah,
on
yeah.
like the desk at the beginning like looks like real wood. It's like it's so
Nice.
good. Good looking.
Excellent.
So yeah, Shadow Man remastered.
Oh, yes,
soon.
Tomb Raider 2013 is currently free on Steam. And
Yes, it is.
on Epic Store, what is it? They've got Watch Dogs and the Stanley Parable free this week. So go get them.
Jog
I already
also,
have on Steam.
Jog also has a
Speaking of
game.
free
Yes,
stuff,
so do I. But I grabbed them anyway.
the Resident Evil 3 remake demo is now available for download.
Yay!
On the PS4.
I thought that was available
And-
for a while.
Doors.
It got released. I think it got released right after last week's show.
Oh, okay.
So it hasn't been out for very long.
Right.
They also re-released the Resident Evil 2 demo with the timer removed.
Oh, that's interesting.
So now you can go re-download the demo of RE2 and explore to your heart's content without any
Wander around and
timer.
stuff, yeah.
That's cool. Is the
with-
demo like a level that's not in the game, or is it just
Oh
kind of
no,
like...
it's a level of the game. It's the beginning of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can take
Um,
your time.
You get to actually take your time and explore a
That's
lot
cool.
slower.
I like that.
And they actually did revamp it a little bit, and they added in a Resident Evil 3 Easter egg into the Resident Evil 2 demo.
Oh yeah, the original demo you could only play once. That was the big thing too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was like once or twice, and
Or
then it was
experience.
and there was a timer on it
Well, that's
where it
annoying.
would expire after a while. So they've removed the timer, removed the limitations. It's just a full-on, you can have it forever demo.
That's what it should be. That's what all demos should be. I mean, it's only one level.
Nintendo is notorious.
People
for
are gonna
the Wii
buy
U
your
and the
game if they
Switch.
like the demo. I mean, come on.
I remember when I had a Wii U, I downloaded the Fatal Frame demo, the Fatal Frame Black, whatever, or it was Black something. And it had a 15 play limit
What?
where you could boot it up 15 times, and after 15, it would delete itself.
That's just shitty.
So it's like that's kind of dumb.
I still have the
And-
Dead Space demo. Dead Space, the
Why?
dismemberment demo.
Oh, the dismemberment. I was gonna say why. Oh yeah, it's the dismemberment demo.
Because it's different. It's a section of the game, but it plays differently than it does in the main game. So it's just a
Didn't
nice.
we get to that point in the game where like, oh my god, this is the dismemberment demo?
It's the thing, yeah. But in the game, it gives you more control over the situation. Like it's this section where you go and you're supposed to be firing up the engines, and in the game, you manually fire up each stage of the engines. But in the demo, and then each time you do a stage of the engine activation, more necromorphs come out and attack you. But in the demo, every time you kill a wave of necromorphs, the next stage of the engine activation automatically happens. So then the next wave comes right away. So in the full
it's
game,
just like a 3-stage gauntlet.
yeah, in the full game, you have some control over that, so you can take a breather between waves, knowing that the next button you push is going to trigger more of them. But the demo just keeps it coming. Like it just basically is an onslaught. And I think it's kind of a smushed together section of two areas, or kind of puts them together.
I was gonna say, I remember it being the area being smaller.
It's yes, it is.
There's like
smaller.
areas missing. There's things missing.
Yeah, it's what they call a vertical slice. It's basically just to give you a little taste of it, and get a feel for the the look of it, the feel of the atmosphere, and some of the action. And that was basically it. And oddly, the demo came out after the game was released. It didn't come out before. Like I remember, it was a few. Huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, it did.
Yeah, because the game came out. I got the game. I loved the game, and then like a few months later, the demo came out. I'm like, okay, well, you already sold me on it. I bought it, but I'll play the demo just for the fuck of it. And I was like, oh, this is like the same but different. And then I kept it, and then the demo was pulled after a while. You can't get it anymore. So, but because I still have it on my PS3 hard drive, which I hope to God I can recover because the PS3 won't power on anymore. Yeah, it's there.
Technically, can't you just move the hard drive over?
No.
Boot up on the new system? No?
No, it doesn't work like
Why
that.
not?
Because it doesn't work like that.
Well, Sony's stupid.
That's the same with PCs. You can't just pull your PC drive out and plop it into another computer. I mean,
Actually, with Windows 10, I can, and most of the time I'll just resolve with shit and download the new drivers.
Okay, well, cool.
That's the great thing about they made it super easy now.
Well, great.
Yes, you
well,
should not be able to.
with prior to that, I mean, it was always married to the hardware. So basically, it's the same thing with the PS3. Like PS3. It's married to the hardware. So
Yeah, as soon as you pop it into another system, they would ask you to format it because it doesn't know.
That's
what it
really
is.
dumb.
yep. So.
Why would you do that? That means.
Well,
you
good.
can't-
That's good that Windows 10. I did not know that about Windows 10. That's actually a super cool feature.
Yep.
And
I mean, you might still encounter a thing where they put the fucking disc in and get your own driver or whatever, but like that's a whole other issue. But
yeah.
it's pretty I went from my
pretty
previous
cool.
computer to this. And I just dropped the drive in and just sat here for 30 minutes doing shit, but it figured it shit out, and here I am. Yeah.
Analog Man says, imagine if they released a physical copy of an older Pixar movie, but instead of media files, it would be software that would render the movie in real time on your PC or game console.
Very cool.
That'd be kind of interesting. So it'd be like, it would adapt to whatever the latest rendering.
What if you just set the
technology
parameters
was.
for it rendering? You can render like a 10K file if you wanted.
Or
you know?
or it would be like a PC when you set the quality level. You know, what
Yeah.
quality would you like the movie to be in?
I mean, your PC won't be able to show a 10K video file, but you could render it. You know.
There you go. Huh.
So, any other gaming news?
Yeah, the PS3 hard drive is encrypted, so you can't access the games. Thus, any other
I
PS3
don't care about that.
Nope.
I just, you know.
must reformat. Well, the whole point is the games, though. Must reformat.
What it should say is
as
when I
encrypted
move the
key
drive over, it
specific.
says, do you want this drive to be your new default system and overwrite the default system so this becomes this previous dead. Like you should be able to choose to either make that a new drive or use that drive as your PlayStation drive since it's just got all your data on it.
It's
Your
because
data.
they don't want people copying stuff and transferring it around. It's a copy protection.
I
thing.
think your best bet would be to find another PS3 and mod it.
Yeah.
And that might open up, I don't know if it's true, but you might be able to open up some options to pop in another hard drive through like put it in an external enclosure
Yeah.
and be able to pull the information off that way.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. Basically, if I can just get it, I basically just need a like a USB drive or an external hard drive with enough capacity to back up the files. And so if I can just get it powered on one time to be able to do that, then we're golden. So I'm gonna blow out the dust and make sure everything that should be moving is still moving, and then when I have a hard drive or a USB drive or whatever, I'll pull it off. Because what the idea was is I was gonna back it up and then put an SSD drive in there, put everything on an SSD drive, and then extend the life of it further.
I don't get it, man. My PS3, I've had since I bought it brand new in 2008, and it still fucking works.
Yeah, well, great.
I just tested it.
Congratulations.
It still fucking works.
Yeah, wonderful. Sometimes that's the case. I have another one that I bought off of Netta that was bought around the same time. It's from the same year that mine was manufactured. It still works fine. So,
Yeah.
Also, bear
I
in
have
mind,
two working ones.
I use
I have
my
a-
PS3 a lot. I use
I have
it
a 40
for
gig
everything.
fat, not backwards compatible, and then I've got a new
Yeah.
baby slim one because I was
Both-
like, yeah, this is $50.
Both of mine
One
are fats. I'm not sure what capacity the other one is. I just hooked up the other one.
I got the baby. I only got the baby slim one because it was $50. So like, oh well, that's a price that I can buy a backup unit for, you know.
Yeah, mine are both of mine Analog Man are from 2008. So
This is my original that I've had since ever.
yeah,
I've got
it's
2009.
it was a 40 gig. It was a 40 gig model with an 80 gig drive in it, factory from the. So it was
Yeah.
they called it the 8040.
see, I
um,
swapped the hard drive out in mine.
Yeah, and
And that
I
is
put a
still the
250
stock one.
gig
Yeah.
laptop
I've got
drive
a
now.
2009 model and a 2015 model.
I put a 750 gig in mine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, the 250 was all I could afford.
Yeah. Heavy Rain killed your original PS3.
What a game to
Damn.
have it kill.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yours was GTA 4, if I don't remember.
Well, well, sort of. It was more that there was a lot of people having that issue. It was something to do with certain models of PS4 had a glitch in some of the higher processing functions, which GTA 4 needed to access for its graphics. And as soon as it would get to a point where it needed to access those functions, the game would freeze. So it was a hardware
That's
issue that a lot of people with that particular line of models had. So Sony was offering free replacements for the console, basically. So sent mine in. They sent me back a refurb, which I've had ever since. And it's
See, I was
worked-
one of the lucky
worked
ones that
perfectly.
had a 360
Yeah.
that I bought off of eBay.
Mhm.
And that eBay one that I had bought literally ran flawlessly for like 5 or 6 years before I even had any problems.
Hmm.
And then the second it red ringed, I sold it.
Yeah.
I got it fixed from Microsoft. I turned around and just sold it.
Yeah.
Got rid of it and never bought another 360 again after that.
Yeah.
I
And
you
now there may
powered up,
never be a reason to.
My 360's been powered up maybe 10 times.
Wow.
I don't have any games for it.
Oh, yeah.
So. I have Beowulf. It wasn't very fun.
I think I have Beowulf for the PS3.
It wasn't very fun.
I always see it for like $3 in the bargain bin.
It's fucking terrible.
I'll play it one of these days. I enjoyed the movie that it's based on.
I haven't seen the movie yet. I need
The
to.
movie's good. It's all
Is that the one with the really weird CGI Angelina Jolie?
Yes, with the hot tail. Yes.
Oh yeah. And Crispin Glover as the Grendel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
I just remember that, and then him just keep going, I am Beowulf!
Beowulf.
That's how he said it. He didn't say Beowulf. He goes, Beowulf!
Beowulf.
In school, my teacher gave me the option. She said, either you can read some fucking what? God damn it, Romeo and Juliet. Either you read Romeo and Juliet, or Shakespeare, or you read Beowulf. I was like,
Beowulf.
read Beowulf.
Yeah.
This is way fucking cool.
I actually really enjoy
It's all
Romeo
blood
Juliet.
and guts and monsters and busty women. Hell yeah, I'm gonna read Beowulf.
Tybalt one of my two favorite characters.
Which one? Who? Sorry.
What?
Tybalt and Mercutio, my favorite Romeo and Juliet character.
I don't remember the story. I've seen the.
John Leguizamo in the live action, the Baz Luhrmann one.
Is that the one? Is that the guy who did Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
I
that's.
actually rather like that, but it's very different, obviously.
I don't like Moulin Rouge. I do like his version of Romeo and Juliet, though.
Moulin Rouge is okay.
I liked Australia.
I want to see Australia. I heard it was terrible, and I don't care. I want to see
Terrible. Who the fuck?
Heard it was terrible, and I don't care.
It got savage when it came out. You don't remember?
90s of Mice and Men.
It got savage, dude.
Yeah, actually, in my English class as well, we watched a couple different versions of Mice and Men. I forget. One of them is like an older one that's not one of the big famous ones, but I remember it was a decent enough adaptation.
Yes.
You know what's interesting?
You did name her cat after.
I saw an article recently that was saying that because it fell out of favor so harshly and like nobody was getting this degree anymore, the English degree, which I have, is now like highly sought after in potential employees because nobody fucking has it.
Excellent.
I was like, oh, that's interesting. I remember getting shit on for getting this fucking degree.
Hey.
People tell me I'm a fucking idiot.
You were ahead of the curve.
Highly employable.
by happenstance, he's employable.
That thing that everybody else in the fucking world was trying to get.
Yeah.
And literally couldn't even get into the fucking program you needed in order to get the fucking degree.
Take that, history degree majors.
That's great. Who's laughing now?
The history majors. They don't have a job.
That's right, the history majors. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor history majors.
Huge action. Damn right.
But anyways, there's no more gaming news, so we can move on.
Probably do pickups.
Okay. I have no pickups.
I have 6.
I have 7.
Holy shit.
Also 7.
I'm sorry.
How long have we been going here? Oh, it's not even 2 hours. Why does it feel longer? God, we're so boring.
If you want to watch Max Headroom, that's why.
Well, I want to watch Max Headroom. Actually, I really want to go for a smoke. I'm going to go for a smoke, then we'll do pickups. Entertain everybody! Or just sit there and be boring. I don't care. I'm not going to be in the room.
Well, Stoudman, are you actually looking for work now? Or just in case?
Not yet.
But you're...
I did do a search just to see what was out there, and there are... The nice thing about my job is that, surprisingly, there are still websites out there that still need writers, despite all this madness. So, I'll still probably have work.
Just not for the travel.
Yeah, it's just because of the specific topic that I write about.
I think we're doing Max Headroom tomorrow, but don't quote me on that.
And it's been, oh my god, it has been the weirdest fucking experience writing about shit that you know is even going to happen.
This week.
It's like,
not tomorrow.
can
Sorry.
you hear me?
Yeah, I
Oh.
just didn't mean. I sorry.
Just
Wanted to correct
checking.
myself. You're good. I just meant talked over you because I thought it was more important than you.
Wow.
Ah!
I know. It's been very strange writing about like events, concerts, all these things that you know for a fucking fact are going to be canceled or potentially have already been canceled.
They are
But
canceled. They're going to be canceled. We're going to need this for 18 months at
So
least.
you have to write about it because your boss says he wants this, and it's like, great. This isn't going to be of any use to you or anyone else. So it's just very strange.
Yeah.
Having to write about this stuff.
Like upcoming events is kind of pointless thing, but maybe like things they hold yearly, because those will definitely happen again when the pandemic stuff's over in like 2 years.
I'm not going to bother with that.
But I'm just saying, like that stuff makes sense. That stuff makes more sense to me because that's evergreen. Like they always have fucking Running of the Bulls. They always had this festival. It's just not this year.
I have been doing a lot of stuff like that, but I'm not going out of my way to find out what those things are because, well, quite frankly, I put more hours into it than I can charge for right now for those particular articles. So it's like, I'm not going to put even more effort into something.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, like, you know, it like making those, like, find the ones that happen every year first, because those are, like, the ones that you will be evergreen content. You just change the fucking dates every year, you know?
Yeah. It's been very, very odd. But yeah, actually, I found...
You're going to file your Trump check away?
What do you mean I'm not getting a Trump check?
You filed taxes, didn't you?
That doesn't matter.
That's that. No.
Do you understand how this works? Did you actually look into the Trump checks? Because, like, contractors, anyone who's a contractor does not get a check. Nope. Not at all. You have to have paid into the payroll tax.
Oh.
And if you don't have a payroll, if you're not on a payroll.
That's so dumb.
You don't get the fucking check. Yeah. That's the problem I have with this particular check that he's touting and talking about is all that is that it covers.
I don't get one either. Then
maybe 40 to 50% of the population of the country, maybe. What about the other half? What about the other fucking half?
Well, maybe they should have a real job. Fuck you, you orange bitch.
I just come back to here, bitch.
I say fuck you, you orange bitch. I'm talking to Trump, the fake Trump.
Okay.
Straw man,
where are we on politics again? Cool.
Payroll tax.
I think it's important people understand that Trump the other day came out and said that for the next whatever amount of time, 90 days or I think until the end of April, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
That there's a moratorium on evictions. Point of order. What he didn't tell you is that it's only evictions from like federally funded housing. If you're part of a federally funded housing program, then you can't be evicted. But anybody else who isn't, which is like 90% of the fucking population, you shit up. He doesn't tell you that because it sounds way better to be able to say evictions. We put those on hold.
Yeah,
like, you know, it's funny.
Well,
it's funny. It's like, okay, landlords, you got to collect your rents to pay your bills, and why don't you have savings to pay for emergencies?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, then you're not a very good landlord. Then you don't deserve to have this. If you can't afford to pay the rent, then you don't have the property. I'm sorry.
So
I only bring that up because like I feel like it's important that people understand because there's a lot of misinformation going around, and it's like you could be thinking you're getting a check or that you don't have to worry about paying your
that's
rent this month, and it's like actually you do.
That's the biggest thing. People misunderstanding what they're being told and having false hope.
False bills good. That's why.
Having false hope. So just be careful, everybody. Stay safe. Make sure you got what you need. Still pay your bills and stuff like that. I know everybody's freaking out because
ready to pay your
they're
bills
concerned about losing their jobs and things like that. I mean, it's a crisis. It's a legit crisis. Everybody's freaking out in their own ways. And you know, just try to take things a day at a time, you know. I mean, we're doing what we can to kind of help everybody stay sane by doing our streaming and stuff in our, you know, contributing in our own way to help people get through this. And
I just don't have. I have the world's smallest violin for corporations.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody has a lot of sympathy for multi-billion-dollar corporations. It's like, oh, cry me a river, Mr. Billionaire. But
yeah, but they're the ones who got bailed out for $300 billion.
Yeah, great. But then what I'm saying is the rest of us, you know, just hang in there, keep on keeping on, and do what you can.
Yeah.
Socialism for the rich only.
I'm really happy to see that I got a few emails this week just from, you know, some of the grocery stores and whatnot that I'm on their mailing list saying that they're having reduced hours so that their staff can restock and sterilize and stuff like that and disinfect. And also having the first hour of their being open strictly for seniors and people with disabilities,
Yes.
which I think
They're doing that here too.
which I think
Yeah,
is great, because with all the panic buying and all the panic shopping and everything, a lot of things have been running out before seniors can get out and do their just regular shopping and get shit that they
Medical
need.
professionals.
Like, you don't need to stock up on 2 years worth of toilet paper, people. You really don't. You know,
Yeah,
I bought a 24-pack of toilet paper right before all of the insanity started because I needed some toilet paper. You know, it was just the normal. It was the normal amount that I normally buy, and guess what? I still have like half of that pack left, and
Same.
you know, we're good. You don't need thousands of rolls of toilet paper, like.
Making toilet
I
paper
just don't
for it,
get
though,
it.
right?
The diarrhea from the corona is not that bad, guys. Really?
The point you were making earlier about the store opening and having like a specific hour for people with disabilities, senior citizens.
Yeah,
Kroger specifically here
I think it's great.
also has time set away for their own employees.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah,
To
All sorts
actually have time
minimum
to
limits
shop.
on numbers
Yeah.
you can buy too at this point.
I think so. Yeah, there's certain things.
You
that
can't
have
have
really-
more
you know,
than
yeah,
4
senior
packs of toilet
citizens,
paper
people-
from now.
Yeah.
elderly people with disabled, you know, those are super important. They need time to do that. But also the people that work there,
Yeah.
because you got to put it in perspective. If you're shopping there, there's people working there, and the people working there don't have time to shop there.
Yeah.
So
Because they're working.
they're just as important
busting their
as
butts to
make sure that
keep
you
the
have
shelves stocked and everything.
the
Yeah.
stuff there that you can
Um,
get, but they need to be able to get it too. So.
And I mean, in terms of food, there's a lot of people like just panic buying food. Like I was in the grocery store earlier this week before I put myself into self quarantine, and the meat section was cleared out. The toilet paper section was cleared out. The dairy section was almost cleared out. I'd never seen anything like it before.
But I bet you the beef jerky was still there because no one's not using their fucking brain.
Yeah, I didn't actually check, but you're probably right. It wouldn't surprise me. Beef jerky.
That's
I
what was
mean,
here.
you
It
want
was
meat
like
that's gonna
ground
last a
beef
long
jerky.
time? Get some fucking beef jerky.
It's
But-
meat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
it's-
actually chop it up and actually put it in food.
Yeah, it's meat. It's protein. It's good. It's tasty. Love beef jerky. But yeah, like as far as what I did was I bought like one extra pack of ground beef to do a little bit of extra meal prep. You know, the meaty pasta dishes that I do. So I did one extra batch of meaty pasta, essentially so that I would have ready-made meals for like 3 weeks. So I got, you know, about 3 weeks to a month's worth of meals in the fridge between frozen stuff and meal prep stuff, and which isn't
needs
much
food,
more than
right?
what I normally buy. And it's just a matter of I made slightly smaller portions than I normally make just to get a few more meals out of it, and that's it. You know,
Out in your fucking belt loop a little bit. It's all good.
it's really all you need to.
Look at all we
And
use to
Stoud's
lose a
stocked
little
up on
weight.
Pop-Tarts, so he's all set for
That's all
the
he
month.
had. Everything else is gone. That's all you can get.
and Garbage Gamer has Pringles, so we're all set, you know.
Oh, I got like
Good.
I got 20 packs of Altoids. I'm all good, guys.
Perfect.
Well, that,
There you
so
go.
They're on clearance, so
I'm
you know.
running low actually now, so I'm
Did
like
that say
looking at these
150% off?
it said 50%
Oh,
off.
okay. Like 100. We'll pay you
No, it
half
says
of the
now.
value to take it.
Now it's sideways. So
Oh,
it's kinda
okay. And mac and
Grown-up
cheese,
mac and
ready-made
cheese.
mac and cheese, just heat and
Oh,
eat.
God.
There you go.
Grown up mac and
Fabulous.
This is grown-up mac and cheese on it.
I gotta feed the cats up right back.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, it's actually called grown-up mac and cheese.
I know that's what I'm laughing at.
That's
I'm
great.
like, oh, it actually says grown-up on it.
Grown-up. It's for grown-ups.
14 mac and cheese.
Well,
And
hey,
it's for-
hey,
like me.
if tricks are for kids, then grown-ups deserve their own exclusive thing too. So, there you go.
This would be a good thing to mix in some tuna with.
See,
Yeah.
for when we always tell people to keep your childhood alive,
Yeah.
that's how you do it. You buy
Yeah.
grown-up mac and
Put
cheese.
grown-up mac and cheese.
It's still mac and cheese, damn it. But it's
Over
That's right.
a month ago.
just an
Grown-ups.
sophisticated palate.
I got the pretzels over a month ago, and then I never ate them, and now I'm looking at them like, shit, I don't have much left.
Well, you're gonna be eating them now because it's all you have.
I mean, the good news is, go to the stores. Panic buyers should be done.
Yeah.
Sean,
You'll be able
We
to
call
find
that
most
fat Mac.
things.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, with the whole toilet paper thing, like, I thought it was ridiculous that even happened here because I live in British Columbia, Canada. Our
Happened in
biggest
Japan, too.
industry is forestry. So, I mean, there's going to be no shortage of paper products here at all.
Paper
So there's
mills run 24/7.
There is no
people aren't
reason
doing
to
things
panic
there. It's
buy
all automated.
here. You know, get what you need for a couple of weeks, which shouldn't be much more than your normal amount. And there you go.
Like,
and by
look
the way,
at-
anybody who's wondering why 2 weeks? What is the magic 2 weeks? Because that's how long it takes for symptoms of COVID-19 to show up. So if you're not showing any symptoms after 2 weeks, then you're probably okay.
No.
Now,
The thing is, I read a whole article about paper mills. They run 24/7. They're not staffed by people.
yeah,
They
It's
just
all
have
automated.
quality checkers. So
Yeah.
it's like there's like 5 people. They're not clustered. It's not like it's a busy job.
Yeah.
They what they did is they deprioritize things like certain things like select the size paper towels and turn them into toilet paper.
Yeah.
So there's like extra things running for toilet paper.
Yeah.
They restarted up an old plant that they had decommissioned most of the stuff for to fried it back up to make more toilet paper. So there's going to be toilet paper again. Everyone chill. Buy your normal amounts.
yeah,
Maybe a little
exactly.
extra. It's okay. But don't go crazy.
Well, and just be cognizant of the fact that other people need things too. I mean, don't
Yeah.
be a selfish fuck. And it's not
Exactly.
all about
Don't be a
you.
shithead.
We're all in this together. So let's try to.
Yep. To quote,
don't be like all those
quote
white
Red
people you
Green
see
from
on
the Red
Twitter.
Green Show.
Oh,
Remember, we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
I
that's
swear
right.
I saw 4 different videos of people having like loading up their trucks, and it's all fucking white people. It's all old white people yelling Trump USA.
Yeah.
And if women
They're-
don't find you handsome,
Fuck's
they should
sake.
at least find you handy.
Thank you, Red Green. Okay, pickups.
Big ups, big ups.
Let's go. Let's see here. We got. Let's go. The Stoudman. What has the Stoudman got? The Stoudman.
I got a heated blanket.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
Can
I
we
had a
turn that
heated
off? Thank you.
blanket before,
There we go.
but then a cat puked on it, so I had to wash it, and they are machine washable.
Mhm.
But the problem is, the only time I ever get to use the fucking washer is after midnight. And so I popped it in the washer and fell asleep and forgot about it. Wake up the next day. Guess what? Somebody put it in the dryer. Guess
Uh-huh.
what you're not supposed to do? What
You're not supposed to put it in
ruins,
the dryer.
destroys heated blankets
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
is
See,
Put
they
it in
baked
the
the electronics so they
Yeah.
don't work anymore.
Great.
I had to get a new one.
Excellent.
I really need. I waited on it because I was like, I don't need it right away. But then this week my back started hurting real bad again, so I was like,
Okay.
yep, I need it again. So
There you
Were
go.
they like jacked up in price or anything?
no, actually, that one was $25, which is less than I paid for the original one.
Nice.
All right.
But the big thing I got was Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I
Yay!
hate you so much.
Now, how does that fit in your phone?
I want to switch so bad.
You see, it's actually just a really tiny card.
Oh, okay. So that just
You're not supposed
so
to
you
eat
just
them,
pop out the
Stoudman.
SIM card, I guess, and then pop that in instead. And
Just goes in the SD card slot.
Stoudman. Side question: is there a reason why you sent me a invite link in your Discord?
Is that what I did?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to change your volume because you were really loud at that one point. And
What is this
even
Discord?
Sir Isaac pointed it out.
yeah.
And I knew I hit something. I just didn't know what the fuck I hit.
Oh,
I
now
don't
you know.
know what Discord server it is.
You're invited
I don't know.
to
Probably
the
one
Stout
of the
server.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Okay.
Ezekiel Third's channel. Yeah,
That's right.
Okay.
from Twitch.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
join. Okay.
That's right,
Yeah,
Ross. Just
Stout
like the
is
Nokia
Animal-
N-Gage. You pop out
Damn
the
it, I was gonna
battery.
say, Stout, is that Animal Crossing for the N-Gage?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Just take out the battery, completely
You have to-
disassemble the
You're
unit,
gonna say
Love
that.
it.
put the
goddamn
new
it,
cartridge in.
Animal Crossing.
And when you
New
receive a phone call, just stick it like a taco to the side of your head.
That's right.
Animal Crossing. New
Taco,
Horizons.
taco phone. I remember that.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. So anyway, you got Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing for New Horizons is so much fun, and it's about a bajillion times better than the original. And there's so much new stuff to do, and I love it.
Okay.
I
And
that is
my
really
third
wanna
grade
switch.
show and tell presentation.
And I like it a lot, and you should play it. Thank you.
I also got Chernobyl because
Ah.
it went down to $10. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
Wow.
I have
I want
heard
to see it.
that is
Everybody said
excellent.
it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a miniseries, isn't it?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Perfect time to see it too. You know. It's-
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you mean another time in which people didn't listen to heated warnings from the scientists?
Yeah.
Bad things happen? Shit.
Yeah.
What do scientists
happening?
know?
It's
Don't
almost like
listen to
movies have
anything
been warning
they
about
say.
these things. It's almost like pop culture has been warning us about these things since fucking the 60s.
Forever?
About the hubris of idiots not listening to science.
Yeah.
You know?
Made an order about 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. And
Oh.
they came in. One of the things I got was The
James
Man Who Knew
Stewart.
Too Much.
Nice.
Or L'Homme qui en savait trop.
Is that
This is the
from Canada?
Canadian. Yes.
Excellent. I approve.
I've never seen this one. I wanted to see it. Seeing more Hitchcock is.
I haven't
something
seen that
enjoy.
Oh,
either.
Hitchcock.
And
Okay.
I do
had no
love
idea.
James Stewart, so I would like to
I
see
like
that
Hitchcock. I love everything I've seen.
one. Yes.
Saboteur as
Another
well.
Hitchcock.
Another.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
that one they didn't need to put French on because it's already French.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's only one title.
You know what? Sometimes I've noticed.
But it is still. It's still the Canadian.
Yeah, the Canadian rating. Yeah, I know those stickers well. The funny thing is, sometimes even if it's the same word in French as it is in English, they'll still put it on twice, and I just don't understand why they do that. It's like saboteur. It's like what? Saboteur. What?
But why?
Exactly. Why? What?
Or it's like twice in the spine too, and you're like, but why?
Right. It's like
What the fuck?
what? Why?
Just want to doodle Sharpie over it so I don't have to see it anymore.
Yeah, Manic says, "Don't you mean j'approve?"
These were
Yes.
$6 each.
Wow.
And the French cover
Damn,
has
dude.
no English. Exactly.
I got some 4K titles for $8 each. The Quick and the Dead.
Ooh.
Hey,
I've heard
I
that's
have
really
that
good.
Blu-ray.
I wanted to see in good quality for a while now.
Well, I'd like to watch that with you.
Last time I watched it, I think was on like TV, and
Same.
I never watched the whole.
I'd like to watch it with you, sir. If you don't mind.
The last one here was Hook.
Hook.
I need to get that.
Yes.
I need to get the Blu-ray.
That's a good one.
I have the blue. Yeah, I just have the Blu-ray. I don't
That's
have
a
the.
fun one.
I just keep passing it up.
The
$5.
always chameleonic Dustin Hoffman, wonderful as Captain
Yep.
Hook.
Everyone's wonderful in that. It's so good.
That's
I just-
true. That's
It
true.
bombed, and I don't even understand why.
I've never understood why either, because when I finally got around to seeing it, I was like, that was really good. What the fuck?
It's really good.
Yeah, to be fair about that, though, it did end up picking up like a cult following, and now like
Well,
the
yeah.
kids who grew up watching the movie now are now adults, and they're just like they treat it like a classic.
Oh, yeah.
So
Everybody grew up
millennials are
watching
like,
on
this is
TV
fucking
over and over again.
brilliant, amazing stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Michael, Batman the Commencement. I remember that.
It's like the Hook played a lot on TV because it bombed, so it was cheap,
Yeah.
and so
That's
everyone
tough.
loves it now because they grew up on it and
And
they
it-
understand. It's good.
Similar thing happened with Pagemaster.
And there was
Yep.
also Le Chevalier Noir, the Black Knight.
Le Chevalier Noir.
Yes.
Or I can't even say it right.
But that's all.
Actually, Sting of the
That's
Scorpion,
perfect.
sometimes there is. Once in a while, they will do reversible covers, or they'll have, like,
They do have them, yeah.
the French will only be on the slip cover, but not on the insert, or you know, the keep case cover. Something like that, but not always. Usually they just do one cover, and that's it. Especially now, in, like, the twilight of physical media, they care even less to give us multiple options. Yes, you got Animal Crossing. Oh, is that it for your pickups? Okay. All right. I didn't know why you were just gingerly caressing your Animal Crossing.
Because I said while you were going through all that, I was done, and you didn't hear me. So
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So, Garbage Gamer. I see you got a garbagey game up on the screen there. What garbage is that?
This is the absolute shitty ass fucking. No, I was like, no, this is the Switch version of Doom 64.
Oh,
the remastered
nice.
version.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I-
it's so good.
I was just
Oh my
gifted
God.
that by Legally Blind Gamer on Steam.
I want to get
It
that.
is so different than any other version of Doom,
I
but
will.
different in an absolutely fantastic
In good
way.
ways.
And they
Cool.
fixed the controls, which
I
I'm very
will-
Yeah,
excited.
they
I really
obviously
want
fixed
it.
the controls, but just
I
as
will.
the game itself,
It looks
it's a
really
wonderful reimagining of the first Doom,
good. Nice.
and
Sure.
it plays the sound effects are heavy and visceral. And it's just everything's a
Doom
lot more.
nice.
Actually,
I'll have to play that.
funny enough, for a N64 game, it's a lot more dark and demonic than the actual original game.
Nice.
So
Well-
I had Doom 64 growing up. Was one of the games I had in my hand.
Well,
That
N60.
was I hated the control with the stick.
Yeah.
Man.
I think, GameCube was when Nintendo started laxing up on it can only be family-friendly stuff, and they actually started allowing some M-rated stuff. And by the time N64 came out, there was more of a variety of the various ratings. They weren't so sticky.
yeah.
But,
They-
so everybody
they
remembers
allowed
the
darker
infamous
stuff.
Super Nintendo era, in particular, like Mortal Kombat, turning all the blood
yeah.
into sweat. It's like, wow, they're really
making
sweaty.
the graphically inferior Genesis version being the definitive version purely just because
Yes.
it had blood.
Well, it had blood, and it had, like, the spike pit, and like, had everything
Yeah.
that should be there. It just didn't look as good.
Yeah, totally on topic though. If you want a complete rundown, a almost annoyingly detailed rundown of all the differences of every single early port of Mortal Kombat,
Oh, God.
I think it's Digital Foundry did it,
Mm-hmm.
and they it was like a 45-minute video.
Oh, wow.
And they deep dove analyzed every little change between the SNES and the Genesis,
Oh, yeah.
and the game, even going into the Game Boy and the Game Gear ports.
The Game Gear one I remember was, again, it was the bloodier one, but
Yeah.
obviously pared down a little bit because it's old school portables.
But
But
yeah, so yeah, Doom 64 is now officially out. Obviously, with the release of Doom Eternal.
yes, pretty cool
yeah,
that they
Doom
released
Eternal.
this port of Doom 64 along with that.
Yeah, we didn't expect this at all. Like
No.
we kind of hoped,
Yeah.
since they did again another set of re-releases for like the Switch and the PS4 of Doom 2
Whoa.
and the what?
Choke donating $1. Thanks, dude.
I thought
Hey.
that said 100.
I wish. Thanks, Choke.
Hey, man. Buck to buck, man.
But,
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know,
Good.
we were
Dollar
hoping
richer than me.
for Doom 64, and sure enough. So yeah, so I got that. The next thing I picked up here was actually I needed not really a special pair, but I needed an actual just straight stereo set of headphones for my drum kit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what better than an actual Alesis branded, you know, which is the brand of my drum kit,
Oh, there
set
you
of
go.
headphones designed for this drum kit.
Perfect.
This is the Alesis, the DRP 100s, and they are studio reference headphones.
Oh man, those look nice. Are they
These are
comfy?
big, heavy pad.
Love those big cans.
Are they comfy?
Yeah, these
Look at that.
they are very comfy.
Good. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
You know, kind of a short cable, but you know, the module's like right there, so it
You're
doesn't
gonna
need
be
to be
right
very
in
long.
That's
front of
true.
it
This
anyway,
is almost
so.
$2 Canadian he got.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Right now, the U.S. to Canadian exchange rate is really good.
Yeah, it's very favorable.
So give me all that U.S. dollars, because I can translate it into a lot of Canadian.
We're in a great
And what was
depression.
great about these actually
Yeah.
is they weren't even all that expensive. I mean, for a pair of headphones, these were $49.
Wow,
So, and yeah,
that's pretty nice.
so I got those. So that kind of just rounded out the stuff that I needed for my kit.
Now, you've been playing that a lot, you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah. You got something else to pick
And
up this
if-
week, huh?
Yeah, broken ass.
He literally played so much, he broke his ass.
No, what had happened was I thought I pinched a nerve
Okay.
because I was having a lot of pain in my knee, pain in my thigh, and I literally could not. I was limping badly to the point where I almost couldn't stand.
Oh, wow.
I had to call off work a couple times because I just could not stand.
I can't come in
it-
today, I broke my ass.
I broke my ass.
How the
So
fuck did you
my
do that?
sister is actually a PT or a physical therapist,
Oh, okay.
and so she talked to me, had like a little intervention thing,
Mhm.
and
You have to talk about your
oh, no.
excessive drumming.
she asked me to, you know, sit at the drum kit and do exactly what I had normally been doing, and she goes, and like literally within seconds, she goes, "Oh yeah, it's this, and this."
Oh, okay.
So it turns out there's on your hips, there's like she called it a fat pad. There's two pads on the other side of your hips that protect the joints and protect the tendon, the joint, and all the fun stuff that connect your hip to your knees.
Right.
And I had apparently on this side, because on my base, I call it my base leg,
Mhm.
I aggravated it, and it got inflamed
Oh.
and swollen and stuff like that, and it caused a lot of pain and that kind of stuff. So literally, I've just been, you know, taking, you know, Advil and ibuprofen, and putting ice pads on my ass
Excellent.
for the last like almost 2 weeks at this point.
Oh, joy.
So yeah, I've literally been hobbling around for 2 weeks. And sad thing is, she told me, she goes, stay off the drum kit. So I have
Yeah.
not touched this thing in
Ugh.
2 weeks now, and
It's
it's driving
just
me
sitting
fucking
there,
nuts.
it's tormenting you.
Aw.
Play
but-
me. Come on, Eric. You know you want to touch me. You want to hit
So
me with your
but even after I
sticks.
start to feel better, I still have to stay off it for a while because I have to like let it calm,
Yeah.
let everything get back to full normal, and all that fun stuff. So
And then you
So
can
there's
break
that.
your ass anew.
then I can break my ass again. I did brave the outside world today.
Oh.
I had to get some chips and I had to get some soda because I was completely out, and I had to get the necessities and decided to brave it, and I bought some Blu-rays.
Whoa, look at that.
Dug through-
Stack.
Oh,
Dug
shit.
through the
Necessities.
$5 section.
Necessities.
Necessities, yes.
Yeah. Shit's
So
necessities, man.
and actually now that since there's like no one
John
digging
Green.
through those, no one digging through that, so all the good movies are still there.
Yay.
So these are the ones I picked up. The first one I picked up, little Secondhand Lions.
Oh, hey, I had that.
Secondhand Lions.
I
good
forgot
movie.
how much I love this movie.
I've heard that's really good. I've never seen it.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's such a wholesome movie too.
You'd
It's
really like it, John, actually.
It's the definition
Cool.
of a wholesome family.
I like all the actors. that are
very
in
well
it.
done, very well written movie.
Cool.
Yeah,
Michael Caine's
Um,
awesome as usual.
yeah. So is Robert Duvall. Yeah,
Yep,
both
yeah.
of them. Michael Caine, Robert
Absolutely.
Duvall. They play like great grandpa characters,
I know, man. I want to see my grandpa's.
and like because you get like the gritty old-fashioned one, and then the other one, I think Michael Caine was the other one that is like a little bit more sympathetic. It's just like a kind of don't listen to him.
You know, Michael Caine being like a little chipper gentleman is just gotta love him.
Yeah, and the other one is just like the gritty, the loving at heart but like gritty old man that's just like
a little bit grumpy.
little bit grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
But oh god, such a good movie if you've never seen it.
Cool.
Definitely see it.
4 out of 5 stars. Very good.
Picked up a little Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yes, the remastered version.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I have.
You don't get that still.
$4.99. I found this in the fucking $5
Wow.
bin.
I got the remastered version of that when it first came out. It was in like this little box set.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice. I still haven't watched it,
And it-
actually. I've seen it before. I've seen the movie
I was gonna
before,
say, actually, I've never seen it all the way through.
but- Oh.
Ooh.
I need to
haven't
sit
seen
down
it
and
in
watch it
like
all the way through.
15 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I'm
Very
older,
good.
I obviously very much.
Scorsese, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
more.
that.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's a must watch.
That was actually the first
to
mob
watch it.
movie I watched, and really enjoyed. Really enjoyed it a
I
lot.
don't remember what the first mob movie I watched was.
Yeah.
I think it was The Godfather.
Maybe. Oh, actually, you know what? No. The Untouchables with Kevin Costner. That was the first mob movie I watched.
Mine was
Which was another really good. There's Brian De Palma, I think, did that one.
Mine
That
was an
really
Italian film called Mr. Scarface with Jack
Oh.
Palance as a Scarface-like character.
good. Sold. I want to see that.
Yeah, actually,
It's only available on like Milk Creek.
I can honestly say
Oh,
the second
Maybe I have
mob
it.
movie that I've seen after The Godfather was Corky Romano,
Okay.
the comedy with Chris Kattan.
Uh-huh.
Because I know you just absolutely love.
I think
Chris
I'll
Kattan.
think I'll pass on that one, but you know.
It's actually, like I said, it is a Chris Kattan film, and he is obviously very Chris Kattan in it.
Well,
But
a vehicle
there's a lot
film,
of
as they call
yeah,
it.
Great other actors in it. Actually, a couple of
shit.
a couple of Sopranos stars
Oh yeah.
in the movie. So it's minus Chris Kattan. It's actually a really funny and great mob comedy.
Really?
So all the
Oh, it's even
parts in this Chris
it's
Kattan
got-
movie that don't have Chris Kattan in them are good.
It's got Mini-Me in it. The actor who plays Mini-Me.
Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it too he's a nightclub owner.
Nice.
Like
Oh my
a wrestling. It's like a wrestling nightclub. It's weird.
Interesting.
So these, I'm actually surprised that I didn't own these. I've seen the first one, have not seen the second one. So I picked up Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that one. I
Uh,
haven't seen the sequels, but I really liked the first one.
and
would like to
I
get the
then
first-
picked up Hotel Transylvania 2.
Hey,
There you go.
Because I had this one in hand, and I put it back because I didn't own the first one. And I was digging through, and found the first one.
There you
So I
go.
went and re-grabbed.
Have
the
you
second
seen
one.
Have you seen them?
I've seen the first one. I have
Okay.
not seen the second one.
Yeah, I really
Right.
enjoyed the first one. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I did.
I kind
I-
of saw. I
I-
really need to sit down on my own and watch this because I kind of saw this through. I guess the best way I could put it is through the eyes of my nieces. I watched it
Okay.
with them, so I couldn't really fully pay attention to it.
They're fun.
But I liked what I did see.
Yeah, they're very funny.
So yeah, I was happy to actually find these again, $5 a piece.
Yeah, it's a good damn deal, dude. Especially for Goodfellas.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found a little unknown movie with Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving.
Ah,
V for Vendetta.
Yes.
That's a great movie. Great.
This has the
great
weirdest
adaptation.
Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
Right?
It has a fully. You can't really tell on the camera. It's fucking transparent.
Okay.
Like I could see.
can see
I could put this
Stoudman.
up and actually.
That's because there's no disc label. All the
No.
discs are transparent
Yeah,
slightly.
I've
but
seen
Oh, I
some
know,
like
but,
that.
like,
Yeah.
it's cool if they
Any
have
that
no
just
label.
have
you
like
can see
the words printed on them like that. You
Like,
can you can see
if
right
you get
through.
girl
oh
with
yeah,
the
you can see a
dragon
little
tattoo,
bit.
on camera at all.
if you get
see
Girl
a
with the
little
Dragon
bit.
tattoo, it comes on a Sony
know what you're talking
DVD-R disc, and you can
But like
that.
if I go like
No
that, like I can literally see.
Yes.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like I've never. This is the first time I've ever saw it.
Okay.
so-
Now I've seen that.
It's
a
not
few
very
times.
common you go without labels. Like I said, the Girl with the Dragon tattoo has a Sony DVD-R look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one-
You can see
okay.
right through it.
I have that bigger set of the girl with dragon tattoo. I had to go find their not so big set on the shelf, their other one, to confirm that that wasn't just like a weird burn copy someone had tossed
Yeah,
in.
no, I know.
Yeah.
You're not the first person to be tricked by that.
Oh
I
yeah,
was tricked.
Michelle, I really want to see the new Addams Family. That's one I keep meaning to pick up.
Sean, I actually have Mr. Scarface if you want to watch it.
Oh, cool.
I forgot. I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, wait, I have it. It's called Rulers of the City.
Oh, okay.
Fernando de Leo box
title.
set.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, again, this next one I was kind of cool to find. I remember seeing the trailer for it, but again, it's one of those that appeared, then no one talked about it, and it kind of faded off into obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the producers of Arrival and Stranger Things. We have Kin.
Oh, that's on
yes.
Netflix.
I
I
don't
think.
know that one.
This
love
one,
that
I remember
cover.
seeing a trailer for it, and I don't remember anything about it though. See, that's the thing. It's like
Really
it
like
came
that
out,
cover.
Let's see. Recently released from prison, Jimmy, played by Jack Raynor. Okay. Hopes to reconnect with his younger adopted brother Eli after an estranged father, but after running with eventual criminals, fugitives. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember this one. Pretty much just this kid that he pretty much finds a gun, and it's just like this epic futuristic gun. No one knows what the fuck it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like as he's using it and doing all these cool things with it, an organization starts chasing after him, wanting the weapon back.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. It unveils this bigger.
Sounds kind of
plot.
like Cloak and Dagger, not the comic, but the movie with Henry Thomas and what's his face?
Yeah, metallic
Dabney
box
Coleman.
from another dimension that transforms into a superpowered weapon and leads
Okay.
Eli to discover his true identity, a hero designed for greatness. In a thrilling action adventure with a sci-fi twist.
I
Cool.
love Wither.
Yeah,
It is. I think it's.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's literally Stranger Things if 11 was a gun.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was gonna say. It sounds similar to Cloak and Dagger, where in Cloak and Dagger, Henry Thomas plays this kid who somehow gets a hold of this video game cartridge that actually has some like secret like spy shit in it, and these spies are chasing after him. And he has an imaginary friend who is like a super spy, and the imaginary friend is played by Dabney Coleman, who was a very famous actor at the time. Very funny.
I've seen the
actor.
cover for that, but I haven't seen the movie.
It's a really fun movie. I highly recommend it. It's
I hear it's very 80s.
It's probably very 80s by now, but
That's fine.
but-
I'm cool with that.
but
But yeah,
I
I've
remember
seen
liking
Kin
it as a
on
kid.
On Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it rolling around for me.
Yeah, it looks
I'm literally
good.
just holding up because I also too really like this cover. This
Yeah, it's
cover's
an awesome.
really
That's an
cool.
awesome cover. Yeah,
And
that
you
cover
pay
is
$5
very
for it,
80s.
so that's like
Actually, that's what
$19
drew me in. I saw it and I go, wait,
Yeah.
I've seen that before. I've seen that gun before. I've seen that logo.
Duncan, you were mentioning the book of Neverending Story, saying that the German title translates to The Unending Story. Or was it the Unending Story, and saying that Michael End didn't like the film adaptation. I actually read the book. I still have like the original English translation of the book from when it came out.
Kurlan's like, book.
Yeah, I read the book and then went to see the movie when I was a kid. And my disappointment with the movie was that it only adapted the first half of the book. Like, literally adapted the first half of the book. And
Made a sequel.
and then the sequel later adapted the second half of the book. But it made a lot of changes as well. Overall, honestly, as a kid who enjoyed the book, I thought the movie was a pretty decent adaptation of the part of the book that it adapted. But
I really want Criterion to do a double bill. I want that as a set.
the
Never
Neverending
Ending
Story?
Stories Part 1 and 2. Yeah.
That'd be cool. I can't see them doing it though. I don't know
No.
that it's considered enough.
I don't know. I think
It's culturally
man.
relevant enough. as it
Imagine
were.
like in the first pressing comes with a copy of the book. I mean, like, oh,
Well, they did that, I think, with The Man Who Fell to Earth. It came
they did that with
with the book.
I had the Man Fell, but it's not by Criterion. It's by,
No, it's the later one.
yeah. I have Vampire has the book.
Nice.
It's called Carmilla or whatever. Whatever that story was called.
Oh, Carmilla, the
Yeah.
the female vampire. That's
Yeah.
a very famous. That's like one of the earliest vampire stories.
Yeah, that's with Vampire and
Also,
then
it's public domain, so easy for them to include that.
Shortcuts. Robert Altman's Shortcuts based off. I don't remember the author's book, but it's like what's bundled with it are the selection of stories that were used in the screenplay.
Okay.
So it's like
Michael,
I like
that's a
when
very
Criterion does
obvious
that.
statement. That's like saying water is wet.
Falcor is a badass.
Except
Yes.
water's not wet.
Falcor is awesome.
Water makes things
He's
wet.
the luck dragon.
Things are wet when water is on them. Water is not wet. Okay,
So I have one more pickup here.
Okay.
We've all seen that.
Another last little Blu-ray here, and I picked this up purely. I don't know anything about. It's a 4-movie set, and I don't know anything about any of these movies because I've actually never seen. And I'm gonna reveal it here. I've never seen a Steven Seagal movie.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know. Steven
Which one
Seagal
did
was
you
never
get?
on my radar.
I
I picked
have
up a 4-movie Steven Seagal collection.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
And
Which
it
ones
has
does it have?
Driven to Kill,
Mhm.
Kill Switch, Mercenary for Justice, and Today You Die.
Okay.
Those
so
are his later films.
his
They're a
later
bit,
films. Yeah.
hit and
Now,
miss.
I have a problem with this.
I have a.
Okay.
One, it's 4 movies on 2 Blu-rays, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, so on amazing quality. But here's the problem. Which movies are on which Blu-ray?
Oh my God! They wrote all the titles on both of them, didn't they?
Great.
Yeah, these discs
Fucking-
are fucking identical.
What the fucking fuck?
They wrote all 4 movies on both discs.
Oh
Great.
my
So it
God!
does not tell you
That's
which movies
wonderful.
are on which disc.
That Echo
Like,
Bridge. That's Echo Bridge, isn't it?
yes, it is.
Ah. Fucking
They
lazy
do
ass
okay, but they fuck
motherfuckers.
up like that. That's why they're the
That's
third
it.
rate.
And guarantee whatever the original aspect ratio was, regardless, they'll all be cropped to set
That's not always
1.78 to
true
1.
anymore. That's not always true anymore.
Again, it was $4.99. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
You got 4 movies for $5.
Yeah, I got 4 movies. I got 4 movies.
Well, you
Format
want-
Italy. Not sure
4
which movies are on
okay
which
Steven
disc.
Seagal films.
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
Mega Commandy, I'm pretty sure I have Under Siege and Above the Law. I don't know if I have Hard to Kill. But
Above the Law and Hard to Kill are like his best. Under Siege 1.
I also have a few of his later ones. I got sort of an assortment of them from a viewer a while ago. I still haven't watched them. My
I
mom,
like Steven Seagal's older stuff.
my
Very
mom actually is a huge Steven Seagal fan. She loves. I don't know how much she likes his newer movies, but I know she loves his older movies. So
good. His new movies are
Yeah,
really
I was,
hit and
yeah, like I
miss. He
said,
has
I
some
was
good
one of
ones.
those people.
yeah.
They're out there.
I was like, I didn't really latch on to like an action movie star when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
there wasn't like that one guy who was just like, oh my god, I have to see everything that person's in. I just liked action movies in general, so I liked Schwarzenegger movies. I
Yeah.
liked,
Same.
you know, I like Jackie Chan films. I like Bruce
I love
Lee,
Jackie Chan.
Jet Li movies.
Yeah.
You know, mostly when I was younger, I was more into the kung fu movies. So
Yeah.
which
No one's
makes
as
even
good as
less
Jackie
sense
Chan.
as to
Everybody
why
knows that.
Yeah, like why would you
never
not have
latched on
seen
to
Steven
Steven
Seagal
Seagal.
movies? He's like he's like the guns and kung
It
fu
actually-
action guy. You
It
know?
actually
Aikido.
didn't click
Yeah.
for me
Martial art.
as to why Steven Seagal was the way he was until I saw Machete with Danny Trejo,
Okay.
And-
yeah.
and he was the main villain.
Yeah.
So and I go, okay. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, for $5, even if these movies look like shit or whatever, I can at least watch them.
hmm
You know, and
Yeah.
get an idea on
They're okay.
for sure.
the majesty that is this.
Keep an eye
big
out.
shit.
Keep an eye out for some of his older ones. You might find them.
If I
in the
like,
bargain
if I
bin
like
at
what I
some
see, I'll
point.
definitely start. You
Yeah.
know,
Fire down
collecting-
below is
'cause
pretty
I don't
cool.
know anything. I'm one of those. I'm a Steven Seagal virgin. I know nothing
Yeah,
about
that's-
him. I know
yeah.
nothing about any of his movies.
Yeah,
You know.
go for it. I'm much
So
the
I'll-
same way with action movies. It's just like, oh, that looks interesting, and then I'm in the mood
I
for
like-
action, so I'll watch that.
I like
I've
Van
actually
Damme,
seen
like, Death Warrant's a
more
goddamn
Jean-Claude
classic.
Van Damme films than I have seen Steven Seagal anything.
Yeah,
So
I've
Bloodsport,
only seen a few Van Damme films. Yeah, I've seen Bloodsport,
Bloodsport
and
was the only thing I
think
have-
I've seen
only one of his I
Kickboxer. I
have
can't
seen.
remember.
I love Bloodsport, man.
Cyborg. I really liked Cyborg.
I love Albert Pujols stuff. So yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and of course Street Fighter. Everybody's seen Street Fighter.
yeah.
But,
I need to get Street Fighter. I need to
Going
add
to
that to my
kick
collection.
Bison's ass.
Oh, speaking of
Sounded like
kung
Arnold.
fu
You got Double
movies or
Dragon.
whatever, did
Yeah.
anyone watch
I I used to have Double Dragon on
the
Laserdisc.
Cinemassacre video that was released not too long ago. Doing a comparison between Kung Pao and Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh God.
Yeah. Cinemassacre did that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty good. They went into details that most people don't usually go into about those movies,
Yeah,
explaining
And they
Nice.
agreed.
actually honestly explaining what those movies are about, how they were made, and getting a more broad understanding on why they exist.
Yes,
Yeah.
they didn't present anything that made me angry. They did not misrepresent anything. They did not
No, they
get any facts wrong for
and
once.
I
It was
felt
great.
very proud that they all three of them sided on Kung Pao as the better actual comedy.
That's right.
I'm like, yeah, I love
it
Kung
is.
Fu Hustle. Don't get me wrong, and they do agree. Kung Fu Hustle was
Thanks,
a
Michelle.
much better made film. It was made
Yeah,
from
much
Happy
better
scratch.
action.
birthday.
Yeah.
Cupcakes.
It was made from scratch, as a straight comedy and stuff like that. But Kung Pao, there's just something about it.
Mhm. I
need to get that in
I
the
still
collection,
need to see that.
I mean, my God, it's Steve Odenkirk
I know.
or Steve Odekirk.
I
sorry,
mean,
not Odenkirk.
I've seen the trailers like a
Odenkirk.
million times. I always thought it looked
Bob
hilarious,
Odenkirk.
and I wanted to see it. I just never got
he
around to
directed
it.
Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. He's the creator of Jimmy
Did he
Neutron.
really? I did not know
Yes,
that.
he did.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
just saying.
pretty well-known
Oh,
American
When Nature Calls is
comedy
brilliant.
director.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, his production company, DNA Productions, it has a little monkey with the third eye that goes, "Hi, I'm Paul."
Okay.
And then he did all the Thumb movies. The Thumb.
Yeah, I knew he did the thumb ones. The God
Bat
Thumb
Thumb,
and Bat Thumb
God
and
Thumb.
the God Thumb. Yeah.
Yeah,
all
then
those.
Thumb Wars was the one that most people know.
Yeah, the Star Wars one.
And his my favorite line from Thumb Wars. He goes, "My name is Ooby Doo Banooby. I have the silliest name in the galaxy." He goes, "What's your
Hoobie
middle
dooba
name?"
noobie.
He goes, "What's your middle name?" He goes, "Scooby Dooby." He goes, "Ooby Doo, Scooby Dooby, Banooby." He goes, "One and the same."
Ooby dooby, Scooby Dooby, Banooby.
It's Ooby Doob, Scooby Dooby, Banooby.
God. I love that Star Wars, that Thumb
So
Wars one. That
ridiculous.
was
Thumb
so
Wars
good.
is so fucking funny.
All right.
But yeah, so that was the last one.
So that was it. Well, that's you definitely got some gold out of the bargain bins there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like kind of, digging for something, because like I said, with this whole thing going on, Amazon is pretty much shit out of luck right now. They're only doing essential services,
Yeah.
and my half price books is shut down.
Yeah.
So Walmart or nothing.
Well, I did order one thing from Amazon, and they shipped it right away. So I guess that was considered essential because they knew it was me.
So,
I have a
hope I had
fucking
gotten-
package that was supposed to be coming from the UK. It's basically just sitting in fucking New York Hub, Amazon New York Hub,
Oh God.
Oh,
just waiting to fucking come to me. Like, are you fucking shitting me?
All right.
God damn it!
Okay.
Oh well, it's American. It's the American Ninja 1 through 88 films they imported,
Oh,
but
nice.
I got it for $15, which is a steal.
Nice.
Like it's used, but it's Blu-ray, so I'm fine with it.
I've got one that I'm waiting for from Rare Waves, which I believe is coming from the UK. It's supposed to arrive sometime in the next 3 weeks, so we'll
Yeah.
see. I'll let you know.
That's what mine says.
good
Sometime
one.
in April. I was
It's
like, okay.
sometime between now and April 19th.
Yeah,
Is the
I'm
ETA.
fine. It'll just be a surprise when it shows up. I'm like, hey,
Exactly,
nice.
yeah. Exactly.
It's like it annoys me, but at the same time, it's like I understand it.
No, I mean, I've ordered from Rare Waves before. They're very reliable, third-party seller on Amazon.
I love Rare Waves. I
and,
buy them all the time.
They get
They're on eBay too.
They're great because they often have. I mean, they're mainly UK releases, but they often have them for far less than what a lot of other sellers sell them for. So
And sometimes you have to compare the eBay and the Amazon because they have two different listings on them too.
yeah, so
You know.
so they had a set there that I'd been wanting for a while, and it was just way too good a price to pass up. So I snagged it, and I can't wait till it arrives, and I can tell you what it is. Until then, you'll just all have to wait. But this other one I ordered just from Amazon.ca, so it should arrive in time for next SNI. It was one that I just had to get.
I think Stoud
Just
did.
had to. Are you dead,
Are you okay,
Stoud?
Stoud?
Stoud, did you die?
You're muted. Can't hear you.
Forget I muted myself. Sorry. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, he's alive. Yay.
So I'm just like,
Oh yeah, it's your back. Sorry, brother.
Okay,
Forgot.
gotcha. You got the
I
heated
just look
blanket
over and
going
all I
Use
see
a
there,
heated blanket.
Now
At least.
softening
forehead.
your spine.
Are you at least using a new heated blanket?
not right now, no.
Well, what
Why
the fuck did you
not?
buy it for, motherfucker?
Get it out of the package, plug it in, turn it on, and set yourself on fire.
Get relief, sweet relief of self-immolation, so you don't have to deal with this fucking plague.
Just
That's right.
be this is fine. You just need to be this
That's
is
why it was
fine.
so cheap, because it's defective and will burst into flames immediately.
All
Okay.
right, so
What did
You
you
ready?
get this week? Skinslip?
so extremely fat bird who's probably asleep right now,
Ah.
but she was here earlier. She bought this filtered bottle
nice.
because they're sold out everywhere, and she found it and bought it for me and sent it to me. So she's a
Fantastic.
lifesaver.
Awesome.
That's very nice.
I don't
I need
need
to
it
get
now
one of
that they've got to really get more water, but
Good to have.
it's good to have. I might
Yeah.
need it
Yeah.
because we get well water here. It's treated well water,
Yeah.
but it comes out foggy and it makes me feel weird, and I don't want to
Yeah. Like
taste weird.
our
yeah.
tap water here is pretty clean. Like, I mean, I just drink right out of the tap a lot
Now,
of the time, but
was that
I do have a
a
Brita
Brita
filter
thermos?
as well.
No, it was a brittle bottle. It's just a big.
Oh, the
it's
bottle?
It's a
Yeah.
24-ounce bottle.
Yeah.
okay? That's what I was wondering if it was actually one of
Some
the,
of these
like,
little
Yes, chilled
filters.
water is
the
good.
nozzle
so
connected ones, or
I'll
the.
fill it up, put it in the fridge, and then it's nice.
I need to
I
get
gotta
nice
I gotta
cold
run
water.
it under tap for like 15 minutes, and then I gotta run 5 full bottles worth through
Yeah.
it.
You got to run
And,
it
like-
through a few times.
I'm not ready to do that yet, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it in the package with all the instructions, and when I'm ready for it,
Yeah.
I'll get on with that.
It's
I get
pretty-
anxiety about the simple things like that, so I have to gotta sit that for a while until I need it, and then when I need it, I'm gonna fucking figure it out.
Go
That's
through
how
the
it
pro-
works.
It's literally just run it through the filter like 5
Yeah.
times.
I know, but
And
like
that's
the
it.
whole it doesn't matter. I get anxiety about things like that, like they're gonna fuck it up or do it wrong, or
You
anxiety.
literally
It doesn't make any
cannot fuck
goddamn
it
logical
up.
sense.
You put water in it. That's it.
Hey, brains don't think like that.
You put
Anxiety doesn't give a shit.
I know, but you put water
Yeah.
in it. There's literally no way to fuck it up.
I forgot that
Shut
Doom. I forgot Doom 64 was coming out, and so I spent the money I could have spent on Doom 64. What they call my $10 discretionary fund, which usually comes up for things like that, right? Little cheap things I can spend on a bad day.
Yeah. Good
Be-
idea.
because Hasbro is liquidating their stock of action figures for Overwatch. Now you have to understand, I paid $7 for this. Okay, just when I show you this box is so big.
Oh.
Here's a 16-ounce
that.
water bottle for scale.
Nice.
$7, guys.
Reinhardt.
$7. This is my favorite character.
$7. Wow.
They don't have my favorite character yet because they're not going to because the line's canceled. But here he is. Now, these
Oh,
figures
look at
are
that.
plagued with quality issues, which is part of the reason why they didn't sell well. These pauldrons refuse to stay on. So if when I pose them, they fall off, and then I finish posing, and then they have to reattach them. It's really annoying.
Okay.
But look at that power pose.
Looks pretty
Oh,
cool,
I
though.
love it.
I like
I
that.
mean, he's got like it's like 21 points of articulation. The
Mhm.
head comes off, so I can actually attach other Hasbro figure heads, and like I could be like an armored person now. It's all sorts of cool things I can
you
do.
could put Duke on there from G.I. Joe.
I am not a 6-inch scale figure, but I keep somehow buying 6-inch figures. I've got which another thing that's lost in transit, or not lost, just stuck because of non-essential, is I have a Shang-Chi figure they just released.
I want
With,
those
like,
epic collections
27
so bad.
What happened?
Where'd you go?
All right, okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know, dude.
Welcome back. I was just
I'm
gonna
here.
say before it drifts away too far. Michael was saying I can't think of many people who like temp water or warm water to drink. Not satisfying.
No.
Actually, it is easier for your body to absorb not ice cold water.
Yes,
I
we
know
want
it's-
we want
it's-
room temperature water.
Room temperature, yeah. That's what your body
I never
likes
refrigerate.
and will actually absorb more quickly.
I only drink
so
room temperature water.
technically speaking, room temperature water is actually more satisfying because it quenches your thirst faster. But
What?
But everybody
Showing
likes
you.
cold water.
Okay,
I know
so-
I
If
like
you're trying to
cold
hydrate
water.
and not burn energy,
So,
drink
Yeah,
warm
Next.
temperature water too.
yeah.
Next. Oh, so I was getting that. So I was gonna say when I got interrupted, this fucking Shang-Chi is like superposable. He has like 12 sets of hands.
Wow,
Every fucking kung fu pose you can think of.
nice.
Like 3 or 4 heads. He has no like accessories. So all he has is alternate parts.
Well, he
and it's
doesn't
classic
need
shape.
accessories because he's Shang-Chi.
I
He
know.
is
I'm
a
super
weapon.
excited to get the figure. I have no idea. I've wanted it's classic Shang-Chi
Yeah.
in the kung fu pants.
I really
and
want
the
those
bare
epic
chest.
collections. The comics.
Oh, they're good.
Oh.
You should definitely get them.
There's 2 volumes so far, I think.
Only 2.
Yeah,
And you
okay.
get them because I think the 3rd volume's coming out at the end of the year.
Well, if funds allow.
Next, Spank the Monkey. What's Spank the Monkey, you say?
Yes.
It's a game where you chase a monkey around a junkyard trying to spank it. Be the one who gets to spank it. And everyone tries to block you from spanking it. And
Okay.
trust me, Stout and I are going to do this live so you can all have fun with this.
Excellent.
This is a fun game.
That's gonna be great.
I've been
fun.
slowly building up my game collection that I used to have. This is another one I used to have. This is
Okay.
so rare that I've been stalking Amazon or eBay listings that had like a saved keyword, which I gotta go delete now that I remember.
Oh, yeah.
That this comes up maybe once every couple years. This showed up, and the last time it showed up was like $60. This was $12. I bought this one for $12. Never been played.
Nice.
It got beat up, but the cards are perfect, pristine. So
Nice.
such a good score.
Very cool.
All right.
Nice when you
A
find
couple
those.
weeks ago, I teased about having the signed slipcover
Ooh.
or slip for this astrologer. I finally got the movie. Before it
Yay.
was just an empty case.
Okay. Right, I remember that.
Oh, no boobs. Okay, phew. I had to double check. I was like, oh shit, they just flash everybody.
I was like,
This
Nice
is one of 2
tits.
movies. This is one of 2 movies released in 1975 called The Astrologer. The other one is currently unreleased, and the one I really want. This is the one I actually had. It was just the other one. This is the Glickenhaus one. There's a one by Craig Denny that has never gotten a physical release because I guess Craig Denny's embarrassed by it because it's one of them singular visions by someone who has no right behind the camera. I love those movies. My favorite fucking movies.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Next, I got this movie called Foes
Ooh.
by John Coates.
A chilling tale of
the-
alien terror.
The special effects for this film from 1977, independent film, are stellar. They
wanna
are
see it.
so good. They're not what you expect. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this movie. I'm gonna torture Stab with it 'cause it's probably boring. Really cool stuff. It's one of those singular visions from someone who may or may not be competent. They're my favorite
I'm
kinds of movies.
already interested.
I would love to share it with you. If you would like to watch it, I'll make sure you can get a hold of it.
Okay.
Next, I got this Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Nice.
This is a movie called Night Killer by
Mhm.
Claudio Fragrasso. I think Claudio Fragrasso. Shit.
So it's not actually Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
No, it was released as Night Killer.
Okay.
This is a limited edition
one of
slipcover that
those.
cost me. This edition. This is a nice thing I bought myself. I bought myself one nice thing.
Yeah.
Because I was during the height of my flute. I bought one nice thing for myself. This cost me an arm and a leg. This has been out of print for a while.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's like that one you got
Here's
with
Colorado.
the limited slipcover that had the Terminator 2 title on it.
correct.
Yeah.
That one I got
okay.
signed though. This one unfortunately
Nice.
no signature. They didn't do signature for this one.
The Terminator
There's-
2 one was not Terminator 2, by the way. It was
Yeah.
an alternate title
Shocking
that it
Dark.
went by. Shocking Dark. That's
Shocking
what it
Dark,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would release RoboWar as Predator 2, but they never did a slipcover Predator 2 slipcover.
Oh, bummer.
But I hear a little birdie that there may or may not be a Jaws 5 slipcover for Cruel Jaws, and
A
your
Jaws,
girl's definitely
really?
gonna get
It was released as Jaws 5?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Jaws 5, Cruel Jaws. I have no idea how they're releasing it. It uses footage from Jaws 3 and 4. I don't know how they're doing it. I'm guessing they paid the rights to Jaws 4, but why aren't they just releasing Jaws 4 with it then? Just as like a combo. And what about Great White, which uses the same footage? What, friend, and it's blocked from being used for the same reasons. What do we get? Someone get Great White, please. I need that one next. It's the only other one that needs release.
Your shark movie collection. Yeah.
Yes, they're terrible, but I love them. Those sharks look so fake, so unconvincing. I love Great White because James Franciscus runs around being Quint, a really bad Quint. He's great. Oh my god, it's so good.
Excellent.
Anyway, that's all I got. That was it.
Hey,
Okay.
Skinslip.
Yeah.
You actually have one more pickup. Check your Steam account.
Oh. What is it? What is it? I bet I know what it is. I bet I know what it is.
It's loading. Doom 64!
Yay!
Nintendo 64!
I had a feeling.
Thank you. Excellent. Yes,
That's
I'd like to add
great.
it to the library. Play it now. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Install.
There you go.
That's pretty small, actually. Shop.
Is it? How big is it?
So you got to figure the original game fit on an N64 cartridge.
That's
79 megs.
really?
There you go.
Oh shit!
Yep.
I'm gonna
And
install
it
that
looks gorgeous,
too.
by the way. It'll
Yeah,
still
it's
fit on a
solid.
fucking N64 cartridge, actually, if you
Yeah.
compress it right.
Yeah.
I don't think the N64 can handle it now, but
My quote on that was, everyone needs Doom 64.
yes, it was.
It is
I guess I know what I'm
required.
playing. Excellent. Thank you very much, Eric.
That's
That's
That's very
awesome.
kind of you.
I love it. We all.
But
got
yeah, if you're
gifted
interested,
Doom
Sean, I will
64.
get you an copy of Rulers of the City if you want to watch it with me. I want to do a watch party with it.
Which one? Who? Rulers of the City.
Mr. Scarface?
Oh yeah. I definitely like to see that.
Okay.
Iceman.
Anything
And
Jack
you get
Palance,
Doom
man, I'm
64.
there.
And
You're
you get
interested in the
Doom
whole
64.
mob series by the guy? He did 4 movies in the series.
Cool.
Mr. Scarface is the last movie in the series.
Cool.
I mean, if you're interested.
Maybe.
I've only seen the first movie. Well, the dub version of this, which is a very different movie, apparently.
Well, we'll see. We got a lot on our plate already, so we'll see how
You know,
how things go.
just saying. I
I
can
know.
participate. I can get some stuff out. We can watch some movies. I'd love to start showing you some weird, obscure shit that no one's ever gonna find. That's out of print, by the way. Very, very out of print.
That's the best stuff. The weird.
Arrow has the rights to the first movie in this box set, and the other 3 are in limbo right now. So a box set's out of print and goes for a penny at least. So that's all my pickups.
Alrighty.
Didn't you say you had one?
No, I have nothing. I ordered something this week just because I needed at least one treat to keep
I need
sane.
more what?
And
rip it.
and it's kind of a special one. So hopefully it says it's already been shipped. So if it should arrive by next SNI, and then you will see what it is. Yeah, and then maybe I'll get that other one that I ordered ages ago that hasn't arrived yet. Come on, Rare Waves. Give me my stuff. There we go. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle. More cupcakes. Yay. I like cupcakes. Cuppy cakes.
Cuppy cakes.
Oh.
You can expect shipping for pretty much everything to be fucking slower than usual.
Well,
Slower,
yeah, I
delayed.
absolutely expect that.
Not.
I'm not complaining.
Everybody's at home. What are they gonna do? They're gonna
I mean,
fucking
I'm
shop
just-
on.
I'm just happy that the thing I ordered was shipped pretty quickly. So,
Yeah.
you know. Of course, I'm ordering from Amazon CA, which I don't think has been as impacted as .com. But we shall see. It's going to be interesting to see how things pan out in the next month, and it just
I
shows.
know, right?
Like I said, if things progress the way they are, I would just say, yeah, probably for the next couple SNIs, don't expect a lot of pickups from any of us.
No, no. I basically have that one thing that I ordered, and then the one other thing that I ordered. So I have 2 things. I have 2 things coming.
Like, I literally picked
That's-
these up, these Blu-rays up from Walmart purely because I was going stir crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think a lot of people are going through crazy. I mean,
You know, I
myself.
just needed something to satiate it.
Basically, today I did some stuff around the house, just to kind of set my mind at ease and feel that I'd accomplished some things. So did put away the laundry. So now the bedroom is completely devoid of dirty laundry. It's amazing. It had kind of piled up for a bit, but feels good to get that
It's amazing
done.
what you can get done when you're forced to stay at home.
I finished all the meal prep, so now cooking is a breeze. Just pick something and heat it up. Or, there's frozen stuff. I got a couple of frozen pizzas, got some fish and chips, got some pierogies, got some chicken strips, stuff like that.
I'm still working through my pizza rolls.
There you go. I got a thing of fried chicken, which is basically one meal for Rose and I, but, it's a treat. It's
I've
nice,
actually
it's a nice
been
treat.
Trying my best to support local small run businesses with DoorDash.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
And ordering out DoorDash meals from just either small chain restaurants that are just on the East Coast,
Local chain.
or just local chains, or even just small, one or two shop businesses that offer delivery.
Yeah, that's the other thing you can do. I mean, there's a lot of delivery services, and a lot of them are offering contact-free delivery where.
If you have the little bit of
ring
extra
the doorbell
money to
and
spend, try your best to support
Prepay,
the local businesses that
drop
are
it
not
at the
fully
door.
functioning right now.
Yeah.
I have a
Especially if you really like them.
a comic guy who does mail order. Mail order to you too.
There you go.
Like,
See?
the one I like to order mostly because I love their sandwiches is a place called Firehouse Subs. And the reason they're a big chain, but the reason I will still order from them is because they are a big chain that is run by actual firefighters.
Yes.
And the
That's
portions of their proceeds go to firefighters and emergency response teams.
Firehouse Sub's so fucking good. Oh.
And yes, if you've never had a
I
Firehouse
wish I
Sub,
could
oh my
eat
god.
That.
They're the only thing around here that rivals Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, they are very, if I had to compare them to something, I'd compare them to Jersey Mike's and be like, they might be a little better. I can't really.
Well, they're kind of hard to compare the two because one's a cold sub and the other ones are heated toasted subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Subway versus Quiznos?
No.
Oh.
Fuck
I mean,
you.
no, this is Jersey Mike's versus Firehouse.
I'm
What?
offended that you just mentioned Subway and Quiznos. We're talking about two vastly superior fucking businesses.
Cool. Which are only where you are, and do none of the rest of us any good.
Yeah, which
Jersey
is,
Mike's
which
are
is further,
nationwide at least.
which is further pushing my point is
Yeah.
ordering from local places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Places
Jersey
that
Mike's
have
isn't even
small-
local. It's a national chain. So
No, it's a
fuck
national
that.
chain, but
So
yeah,
Pita
I
Pit,
haven't-
then.
I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
I like Pita Pit.
My local
Pita Pit's
Pita
good.
Pit is no longer delivering.
Oh.
So that's.
I want
I don't think
Chipotle
mine is
so
ever
bad right
delivered,
now.
so
I want
I order
Chipotle
from
and In-N-Out. Those two things, my fucking life.
it's within
I
walking
order
distance.
from two
but
Chinese
can't
places.
really go
One
anywhere,
called
right?
Bibimbap, and the other
Chinese
one is Bao Bun Bowl was another one.
I wish I could afford to order in Chinese food. That's like the most expensive thing you can order in.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DoorDash. If I'm feeding me and my dad
Yeah.
a Bao Bun Bowl order of like 5 buns, which is one order, a pork burger and some soup.
hmm
It's like a $45 order.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it comes to your door. It's convenient.
It comes to your door, yes.
I mean, that's.
At this point, I'm gonna pay like $50 for to someone overnight me a goddamn In-N-Out burger. I'm not even kidding. Like,
God, you have no idea. The closest thing I have access to is Sonic.
Yeah.
When it comes to something
that
that's
does
Well,
not compare.
The
I
thing,
got you.
Michael, I
Fine.
think the one thing, Michael, is with Subway, you get more customization, and that's definitely gives them an edge over Quiznos.
I was
Quiznos
gonna
is
say, yeah.
more just
My
kind
only
of.
two options definitely
Not
would be
a fan
Subway.
of
But,
Yeah.
but-
Quiznos, I mean,
Subway-
Quiznos is good, but you don't have as
but
much
I live on the East
customization.
Coast,
Quiznos
so
go out of
I
business?
have many,
No,
many.
they're still around.
Oh, well, that's good. I just
All the
don't-
Quiznos around here died off because there's again many, many more.
Did they?
Yeah,
But-
Jersey
No.
Mike's pretty much killed Quiznos.
But
everywhere.
on top of all of them, I think Pita Pit beats both of them. because
pitas are better than subs.
they
obviously.
give you, well, not even just that, but they give you even more customization. I mean, you can really just load up on the veggies and stuff.
Pitas are healthier, just in case you're curious.
They are, yes. They're very
And
good.
actually, another company around here that's really stepping up their game and being, a big part of the community and that kind of stuff, and offering all these great things, is Chipotle.
I love Chipotle. My favorite.
They actually even started offering. One, they started offering a delivery service of their own.
Yep.
And they started off free.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
So at least around here.
Oh my god, I just want a brew. I want a bowl so bad.
I'm hungry now. The fuck, Stout? It looks like your face got skinned.
Oh my god,
Okay,
what
now
was
you're
that?
normal
It's a
again.
zombie.
That looked horrifying.
So,
I just looked down. I was like, what happened to Stout? His face melted off.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you?
We can hear you fine. It's just your
All right.
face was melting.
I was saying, personally, I've been supporting my local joint, Domino's.
Domino's.
God.
I actually have a Domino's right next door to me. And
So do I.
I never pick up. I always get delivery.
I'm the same way.
I could literally walk
can-
over there in about 2 minutes, but no.
You
I
just
can-
can't
I
even
can-
go walk the fuck.
I can go
Everybody
out my back
does.
door.
I see people ordering delivery here all the
That's the
time
dumbest
from them.
thing. I would fucking
Yeah,
walk
I
over
could
there
stand
and
on my
get it.
back porch and see Domino's. And I still will get
You
it
can
delivered.
see them
I want a
leaving the
pepperoni
parking lot
jalapeno.
with your pizza
Oh.
and driving
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the
it
block
would
to your
literally
house.
be let's see. It would literally just be ordering me.
Give me the
Yeah.
jalapenos.
Pretty much, yeah.
Peppers and jalapenos.
And they
man.
still take 20 minutes to get here.
I
It's like,
Well, thanks for your
would you walk? It's like-
No, Roth. It's not. It has nothing to do with that.
Oh, yeah, of
He's
course
got
I
like
tip
10
them.
people in his house, and they're all
Absolutely, I
using the
tip
internet
them.
because everyone's fucking home.
I usually
Nothing you
give
can
them
do
like a
about it.
$5 tip.
I don't know what you guys are talking
I mean,
about.
it's still.
I would-
It doesn't matter the distance. It's still someone bringing the food to your house.
Exactly.
So the distance shouldn't change how much of a tip you give them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
You
tip
know,
the
that's-
guy who fucking comes and gives you your food.
Still, I
Yeah.
still give. Let's see. My standard is it's somewhere between, depending on what I order, it's somewhere between 15 and 20%.
Yeah.
I usually give them $5.
My orders, that's usually
I try
like
to
yeah,
go- I
like
try
it's
to
like
go
a
as close to
$6 to
20% as I
$8
can
tip
afford,
somewhere around
basically.
there.
Yeah.
Because I do order quite a lot. Like I order if I'm gonna order pizza or food from a pizza place, I order for several days of consumption. Because that stuff, anything at a pizza place, saves in the fridge amazingly well.
Iceman says no tipping here. People actually get paid. Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah, well, sometimes, like, some places do add gratuity automatically, in which case you don't have to worry about it. You're like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
that's the nice thing is when you order online,
Yeah,
you can
I
just
always
pay
tip,
and
too.
pay for the tip right there
Yeah.
online. You know,
That's always nice, yeah.
so
I like to
Yeah,
give them cash, though, because it's, I don't know.
well nowadays it's not.
Yeah, they don't do it.
Recommended.
They only do, they run the card only now.
They're on the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
For reasons.
but yeah, like I said, my tips are usually, like I said, about $6 to $8 because my orders are usually fairly large.
Yeah.
'Cause I
See,
order
Duncan
for
does the same thing.
multiple days.
Apparently, all of us have local Domino's, and we all order delivery.
Well, I mean, like my
Like
my Dom,
5-minute
I
walk
order
away.
delivery because that's all my Domino's offers. There is no eat-in for it. It's literally just a
There's no
delivery
walk-up?
location. No.
Huh.
It's just a building with a front. I mean, you could probably get walk-up if you wanted to, but it's literally just
Yeah.
a building with a front door, a desk.
Yep.
Tiny.
Go and you can go pick
Oh,
up
hey,
your pizza.
Multimedia
And it
Jay.
has
Oh,
like
you-
it has like a circle drive-through
Nice.
where all
Hey,
the
thanks
delivery.
for
comes from.
thanks, Sean. Much obliged. Says here's
Oh,
a
great.
$5 tip for bringing the entertainment tonight. Thank you very
Hey, man.
much. Delivering the entertainment into
Oh,
your
yeah.
computer or whatever you're watching on.
Right into your face holes.
So yeah, so especially in this dire time that we live in right now, support your local businesses.
Yes.
if you have the money,
If you
order
can.
out,
Well-
support if you can.
Well, support local businesses and also support the delivery services because they're really busting their asses to,
Risking their lives. To bring
well,
you
risking
food,
their
actually.
lives to bring things to your door so you don't have to go out.
'Cause
Yes.
a lot of people will say it only
you know.
affects old people, but there's more people, 30-year-olds on ventilators than they've ever seen. So,
Yeah, it's affecting
you know,
everybody.
it affects anybody. Just bad luck of the dice,
And
you know?
you are right, JL. It's because I don't have work tomorrow.
Yes.
This is my long weekend.
I didn't watch any movies this week. Did anybody else watch movies this week?
Yeah, me and Stoudman did.
Oh, you guys watched movies. Okay. All I watched was what you and I watched, Skinslip, was just the cartoons and Survivors. So
We watched, Body Bags, the anthology horror with John Carpenter.
Oh, you watched that one finally.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that. It's been sitting on my shelf basically since Scream Factory put it out.
You haven't seen it?
I still haven't seen it. Yeah.
Well, goddamn, I'll watch it again whenever you're ready.
All right.
Fucking great. Stoudman, you have any
Bless you.
thoughts about Body Bags?
Right into his hand.
How you doing?
Now go touch a whole
Do you
bunch
have a
of
favorite
things.
segment?
More cupcakes! Yay! Thanks, Michelle.
I'll infect myself.
Hey, and enough for a personal pan pizza from Domino's from She-Hulk. Thank you very much, She-Hulk.
Hey, thank you, She-Hulk.
Speaking of which, we'll be seeing your namesake in animated form sometime this week. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we saw her once, actually.
We
in-
did see her once in the 82 series. We're going to be watching the 1996 animated series of Incredible Hulk, which during the second season, She-Hulk was actually a regular character. So,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Uh,
I'm looking forward to that. I've never seen all of it. I've only seen the first couple episodes.
What was your favorite segment of Body Bags, Stoudman?
Honestly, I don't know if I can pick one favorite. I did.
Oh, God.
I guess it would have to be. It would have to be the first one, the gas station.
Yeah,
one.
yes, I agree. Gas station.
It's based in Haddonfield,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh, okay.
supposed-
It
Nice.
technically takes place between Halloween 1 and 2, actually.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, I definitely
They
need to see
report. There's a
this.
news
Yeah.
report about murders at Haddonfield.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. That happens.
Okay.
But when the character's sitting there.
I definitely
and
need to
just the
see
way that
that.
it's shot.
I love it when movies do that.
Yeah.
Like
This
the
is
movies have nothing to do with other franchises or whatever, but just kind of like have funny little nods.
Little
or go
offhand
places.
reference, yeah.
Well, this
yeah.
is directed and written by John Carpenter, so it's actually in the same universe. And
Yeah.
I saw a fan edit years ago that actually edited it in between. They did Halloween 1, gas station, Halloween 2, and then they gave you the credits for everything.
So like
Yeah, so now
big
you can watch
continuous-
Halloween and
Yeah.
Halloween 2 and just know in the back of your mind that off in the distance there's a gas station where, you know, that
these
shit's
other
happening.
things
at
are
the same
happening, yeah. Cool.
It just makes the world more alive in your head.
I really
Alright.
like Robert Carradine's
I love it when they do that.
turn in that piece specifically. You know, he's very uncharacteristic in it. So
Nice.
I love it, especially when, this is going to sound weird, but I love it especially when Pixar movies do it.
When
they
offhand
make-
references to other Pixar
They'll make
movies.
offhand references to other Pixar films, so you know that like there's like, you know, in the Toy Story universe, there's another city somewhere on the other side of the globe where The Incredibles is happening,
Yes.
or somewhere over here in a fantasy version of the world, you know, Monsters Inc. is happening.
Yes.
You know, it's,
I personally like the Eye is my favorite one. It features Mark Hamill's nutsack
That's a good one, yeah.
because here's a sex scene.
specifically.
And okay, now this is something you would never see on TV because of the way the image crushes the darkness and the blacks and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with the wonderful Blu-ray, you see his ball sack flapping away in the fucking wind as he's
Now,
pounding
she
away.
warned
In
me
the
about
sex
this beforehand, so I specifically was trying not to look at it. I avoided
Literally,
I have a
all I
screenshot
understood
if
was
anyone
Mark
wants
Hamill's
to
ball
see it.
sack. That's a
I took a screenshot of Mark Hamill's ball sack. All right.
there you go.
Anyway, so that is
It's
in,
a
that is
treasured
in that movie. But I like it because I like the concept that
There he is, Mark Hamill.
death by. So he like loses an eye in a car
Mustachioed
accident,
Mark
and then
Hamill.
there's something spooky
Yeah,
about his
that's
replacing an eye.
That's what you call good old boy Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
He
the
talks
whole-
like a good boy too, man. He's got like a southern draw in the.
I mean, I can tell just in the picture, all he needs is like a cowboy hat on. Where
You're an idiot.
denim everything.
Thank
he
you.
plays like a
JL.
AAA baseball player. It's actually kind of interesting. I actually really liked it though. Oh,
Just like the Star Wars cut with the two ball sacks instead of the suns. Okay.
oh Lord.
The ball sacks dip
Oh,
over
right.
the horizon.
And then we watched George Romero's The Crazy.
Oh, I've been wanting to see that for so
I don't know.
long.
It was the perfect time for it too.
Yeah,
with
that's
all
what
the
I've
shit.
heard. Yeah,
Pandemic started
Is it about a
spreading
pandemic?
bad that
Yeah.
night when we were watching it. Yeah,
yeah.
that was an arrow release. Before it's from the
Very
from
Borderlands-esque
dawn
cover.
till day or whatever.
Well,
Before
that's the
dawn, no,
new,
it's from night till dawn or whatever it is. Whatever.
new art, the original artwork. Oop, I just dropped the disc. Oh well.
Wow.
That's
have
the
the
original
full-
artwork.
I like
you
the
have
other
just-
one.
Do you just have the individual releases, Stoudman, or do you have the box set?
The individual.
I think
release.
there was a
Okay.
Scream Factory release of that, but I'm pretty sure it's long out of print.
Crazies? No, it's Blue Underground,
Oh, it's Blue Underground. Never
and
mind.
it's got a unique commentary on it actually.
Really? I held
didn't know
that in
about
my
that, and I can't find my
hand
copy.
when I worked at Best Buy. I was going to buy
That's
it,
the version you
and I
have.
did
I
not.
have
used-
Arrow release.
I used to have the Blue Underground release, and I can't find it. I have the Arrow release because I couldn't find my Blue Underground release. I think it may have walked off at some point.
Yeah, this is
It was
the
it's out
original
of print.
that we're
It's out of
talking
print.
about,
It's
Ross.
in collector's prices. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And JL, yes, I have seen Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker.
What were your thoughts on the Crazy, Stoudman?
There are a lot of things about this movie that remind me of Night of the Living Dead. Like,
Okay.
plays on a lot of the same beats. And
Bill
so,
and
like,
in it.
this definitely is George Romero.
Uh-huh.
But I like the whole aspect. It's something you don't see in many movies of this particular subject of them. Seeing them putting on these masks so that they're protected from the virus or whatever it is that's causing this, and then even the people who are wearing masks end up, still catching whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I explained those masks aren't viral; they're chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't realize it because they're too fucking stupid to realize it. Hey,
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of what's going on now. People
Yes.
aren't educated about what's going on.
If
so
you
they
want a mask
think
that will,
it's gonna protect them.
if you want the right kind of mask, you need one with an N95 filter. That's what you need. N95, not N99, not any other. Just N95 is the one you
And
want.
you need to get it made for your face.
You can also
You
you
must
can
not have
get
facial hair.
you can
Is
get
that-
Shave if you have facial hair.
you can get masks with built-in ventilators for easier breathing, and also the ability to replace the filters. So you can get the masks and like a stock of filters. So this is just if you need to go outside. I was actually thinking of getting some, just to have on hand.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap. You can get them on Amazon.
Good luck getting them right now. They're kind of hard to get right now.
Not
because they-
right now, actually. I checked on Amazon. There's lots in stock.
Oh, good. Because
Yeah.
they weren't about a week ago.
I was checking.
Everything was
at-
like $50 or more
I
a
was
week
checking
ago.
Amazon CA. There's a few third-party sellers that are clearly price gouging and being,
Yeah, I don't
assholes.
think it's calmed down
But,
too much, but it has calmed down a bit.
But
I
yeah,
think
no,
they've
you can
become
get
slightly
like
revenue.
it's basically reusable face masks that have you can replace the internal filters. So and the filters are just like sheet filters that just drop right in, and so you just get one that can take those types of filters, standard size filters, and then you're fine. A Darth Vader helmet, there you go. Yeah, whatever you like. Or you can get like full fucking gas masks if you want to. You just got to make sure that they have the N95 filter. That's the one you need. So, see, there you go. Sting of the Scorpion says I saw a box of masks with ventilators. Yeah, there's a few different kinds you can get that have like just one. The cheaper ones are the ones with one ventilator. You get more expensive ones that have two. So, it's just so it's easier to breathe through the mask, and it's all goes through the filter. So apparently the people in the crazies didn't know that.
I don't think they existed at the time. I think it was kind of the point.
Yeah,
There's no safety back then. It's not the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So, yeah, That's all we watched. Those was it.
those two.
movies.
Oh, well, that's a good pair of movies there. It's some good stuff. Both two that I haven't seen that I'd like to. I'll drink my Corona if I have this mask on. Well, that I can't help you.
You figure that one out.
Drink
I
it
think.
inside, I guess. But even then,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how protective it's going to be. I mean, really, you're just protecting yourself if you come into contact with other people. But
If you want to kill the current, it needs to be 99% alcohol. It means
Yeah.
Ever clears your only bag.
Pretty much.
Even then, I don't think that's actually strong
Did you
enough.
hear that?
Thank you, JL. was that a Corona beer burp? So
God, I wish you'd spell it right once.
Corona. It's Corona. There's another O. Fuck, I'm not even in the thing.
Fuck, now you don't even.
Corona.
It's amazing. You're like, fuck. I gotta go look it up.
Yeah.
You say it too many times.
Hey,
And it
my
doesn't have
Corona.
your brain
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. There you
that.
go. Yay!
Yay!
I guess
Thank
the first
you, JL.
time he
You can go back
spelled
to
it
fucking
right.
It up.
There you go.
You can go back to fucking it up. I won't bother anymore.
Quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh my god, I posted that shit.
That was.
I think I
was-
reposted it. It was, it was all these people who didn't know how to spell quarantine kept spelling it quarantine. So that became this thing, hashtag quarantine.
God, I can't believe we have to be quarantined for 14 whole days.
So tired of being in quarantine. Quarantine.
Yes. Does quarantine have free Shavakadu?
You can only hope. All right. So, yeah. So be sure to stop by the watch parties this week. We're gonna be watching Max Headroom. Big one there. Might actually start that tomorrow.
That'd be great. And I just gotta know which one.
We're gonna be watching the 1996 series of The Incredible Hulk. And we're probably going to slot some Pole Position in there somewhere, too. Great 80s action-adventure series with
I back that up,
one
too.
of the best theme songs ever.
Plus, your editions are way better quality than my editions. So.
Listen, no theme song is better than Galaxy Rangers.
Well, but mainly because the original rips on those are just better quality than the 14 episodes crammed onto
Iceman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that Pole Position is from the UK set, and I was talking about this before. The UK set. Okay, Pole Position is a half-hour cartoon. There's only 13 episodes. The UK DVD set that I was gifted a while back is on 4 discs. And I checked the bit rate on the episodes. It's 9,800 kilobits per second. That's literally the maximum bit rate you can have on DVD.
Beautiful,
it's the highest possible bit rate. It's like Super Bit. It's Super Bit 80s cartoon set.
I want that UK set, guys. Someone wants to gift that to me.
Beautiful. I didn't have to do any pitch correction on it either. It seemed to be already pitch corrected. I
chased down these
left
weird
it at 25 frames per second.
To get Pole Position across 2 different sets.
I've noticed
and I
that
had like 300 extra songs or shows I don't give a shit about to get that.
Yeah, I know.
It's true. There's like 8 discs in that set I don't give a fuck about, and there's 1 disc with the Pole Position.
You wanted I think that one has like 3 episodes of Pole Position too.
Yep, the only 3 episodes that aren't on the other disc.
The 3 that aren't on the other set, yeah.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Fucking
Why didn't they
Goddamn
just do a
Bone
Pole
Jabber.
Position set? Like, I just don't understand.
I know, they have all the episodes out there. Like,
that was kind of my life when I was trying to collect all the Superman serials.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I had to like piecemeal like 15 different fucking little like tiny clamshell releases.
Oh, to get all the episodes.
Finally, and I did that,
the
and then they released that nice little box set. Like,
God damn it.
So now I have all those and the nice box set.
There is a satisfaction, though. There is a satisfaction to finding all those piecemeal bits and pieces. It's like finding the pieces of a puzzle. Like, what is it? There was that Scooby-Doo series you were talking about, Skinslip, where, like, the only way to get it is to get, like, 15 different releases that have random episodes on it.
Every, the 13, whatever, spooky, whatever, Scooby-Doo. There's like a series, there's these later on, these 13... whatever of Scooby, and they have like this one new 1 hour special.
Yeah.
There's like 6 sets, and on those there's the Richie Rich Scooby-Doo hour. It's the Scooby-Doo half. It's not released on any other set. It's the stuff that haven't been released from that series, and it's across all 8 of those volumes or 6 of those volumes.
Oh,
you get 2 or 3 episodes in each one of those. It's fucking stupid.
We piecemeal it all together.
And they're not in chronological order, so I gotta swap discs if I want to watch it in order.
Yeah. See, that's when you rip them off of the thing and
Yes,
then
it's just drives me
manually
nuts.
put them in order and make your own custom DVD.
It's the reason why I haven't actually dove down the Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
hole yet, because I'm hoping
Like
now that we got
that-
it on Blu-ray.
That's
we'll get
something
more.
I've been doing with the rips for the watch parties is where necessary rearranging the order. So holy shit.
Hey,
Jail's been saving up. Thanks, dude.
I will say there were some positive side effects to having to collect all those little thin case cereals.
Yes.
Is I also managed to get. Is the air horn still going?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
I can't tell. I have the screen muted. Because you're all just kind of like looking off, and this is like, yeah, sure, we can hear you.
No, I'm looking
No,
at
no,
you.
we
I'm-
can hear.
you have I have you on a different monitor. So.
Yeah.
No, it's is that I managed to pick up little bits and pieces of other interesting shows at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
So I'd get like little like random set episodes of like Popeye,
Yeah.
and I would get like Betty
Oh,
Boop,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know, one I managed to find was some episodes of Mighty Mouse.
Yes. Actually, that
Um,
sounds like I've got two of those. There's two sets of 200 classic cartoons, and similar to that, it has like a bunch of old Betty
I wanted
Boops
those, too.
and Popeye and Mighty Mouse. What was the other one? It had the.
Yeah, one was a Mill Creek set.
I think it was. There was there's a Filmation cartoon on there. I think it's Frady Cat, and it
Frady
had
Cat, wow.
It has never had its own release or any kind of remastered release. Anyway, it's the only place I've ever seen that show, and it has the entire series on there.
You need to start ripping those
It
discs.
also has the Three Stooges animated series, which has
Oh my God.
also not had
Yeah.
much in the way of.
I definitely want
releases.
those two sets. Damn
Yeah,
it.
there's some good shit on there.
Yeah, definitely some hidden gems.
Really good collections, and plus just to have a lot of those old classic cartoons. That was the first,
Here, let me go get this stupid thing.
like you see like those old Betty Boops, which actually a lot of the old Betty Boops now have Blu-ray releases. They actually found all the original elements and remastered them.
Fucking
Oh
set.
yeah.
I'd
Like,
love
I
to
think,
get
I
those.
think one of the
Look at this
One of the
dumb
Popeye-
fucking set. Look at
That's
this
the
shit.
one, yeah.
Look how
Yeah.
fucking stupid this thing. Look, yeah,
What
oh,
else
it's
does
gets
it
fine.
worse.
have in it,
It
though?
gets worse.
It
Wait
gets
for
worse.
Wait, let's see this
Wait
here.
It gets
Alright.
worse.
Hold on, let's see.
I gotta get the fucking flap on. There's a stupid flap.
Oh, okay.
It comes.
Just
Look at
wait.
this. It's a fucking CD booklet.
oh, right. I think you showed that to us.
Oh
before.
yeah, I remember this
This-
one.
This is crazy.
And then we open the CD booklet, and it gets worse.
Mhm.
The fucking things are just like falling out, and the
Oh, my
cardboard's broke. And,
Wow.
like, oh my, pole position. What? 3 episodes right there.
there you go.
That disc. I put it on top so I could find it.
Fabulous.
Oh, yeah. Got some episode of Cops.
Get
on there.
Along Gang. Jason the Wheeled Warrior. Some episodes of that.
okay.
Cops.
So there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah. What's this?
Ugh.
Richard Scary. A whole fucking disc of Richard Scary. I'm never gonna watch.
Excellent.
Johnny Test. A whole disc of that. I'm never gonna watch.
Johnny Test.
Johnny
yeah.
Test.
Horseland.
They put
Hey,
out,
Horseland.
they put out
The
the
best
complete
premier
series.
girls horse collecting cartoon.
Yeah.
Whole disc of that shit.
Well,
And
yeah.
yes,
I mean, it's got Johnny Test.
Oh,
Any episodes?
got a
friggin'
disc of the
Stan on
Littles.
there?
Another show I don't give a fuck
Oh,
about.
the Littles. I remember that.
I do
Yeah.
have a disc of Where in the World's Carmen San Diego's pretty
there you
Ooh,
go.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that's
cool.
pretty
Nice
good.
bonus there.
Yeah.
Archie's Weird Mysteries disc is
I have the
here.
complete set of that, Archie's Weird Mysteries.
How many episodes is that?
It's 40.
Oh, wow, those are 10 of them.
I think it's 40. I've got the set anyway.
Postcards from Buster, a show I've never heard of.
Never heard of that one.
Heathcliff, man.
Heathcliff!
A whole disc of Heathcliff.
Okay, that's good.
And Busy Town, a Busy Town Mysteries disc.
Busy Town
A whole
is
bunch
Richard,
of kitty cartoons
Busy
I'll
Town
never
is
watch.
Richard Scary. Oh, yeah, you got
I'll watch, like, 4
Heathcliff,
discs out of
Carmen San Diego, Jace Cops.
Weird Mystery.
Archie's Weird Mystery. So you got some good stuff in there.
Yeah, but then there's like 5 or 6 kitty cartoons that
Yeah.
I will never watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny
You'll
Test,
watch
that's a
about a third of that
Weird
set,
one.
maybe.
I was gonna say that's Johnny Test is a what 2005,
Yeah. Yep.
2006.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it's not that
but
old.
it's here.
It's not that old.
I was making the joke. I go, is there fucking like
There's-
10 episodes in there or some shit?
One episode of Cops. There's a single episode of Cops, but they list it in the front.
What? There's only
Yep.
one episode on there?
Yep. Yeah.
I wonder if
Fucking
it's the
bullshit.
same episode, the same one episode that's on that Jace set.
Oh, it
Yeah,
probably. It's probably
probably.
the same disc. It's probably the same disc in there.
maybe.
Just
Yeah,
repackaged.
he's got the Jason the Wheel Warrior stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Because I got
What is
I
it,
got
10
the,
episodes
thanks
of
to you, I
Jace
got the
with a
complete series.
bonus episode of
Stupid
Cops?
set.
Yeah.
And it's got
Huh?
one episode of Cops on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what it
That's
is.
just dumb set, you know.
It is a dumb set, but to be fair, it's also only like $8, right?
Well, it
It's
No,
not
was.
huge.
not
Yeah.
only $8.
No, that one was more expensive because it's out of print now.
That one's way
is.
out of print and
Yeah.
very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I got it for
you got it when I
$20.
showed it to you, right? For like $8.
I bought it for $20. It was at the time it was the only one available.
Yeah.
What? Oh, fuck.
Everything was way cheap, way more expensive. There are a lot of them going
Damn.
for 45, 50. So
Wow.
yeah, dude.
See, I think you
Yeah,
can
there's-
get. I think you can get the complete series of Cops from Mill Creek for like $7.
Yeah, I
It's
need to
all-
get that still
all
too.
65 episodes.
There is one cartoon that I own it, but the version that I have I got at a thrift store, and it's just so fucked up. And it's just like it works, but I don't know how long it's going to stay working.
Yeah.
And that is Hong Kong Foo.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice.
And it's a really nice full gatefold set, and it looks like
Just-
the Hong Kong Book of Kung Fu, and
It's great.
and all
It's
stuff like
Scatman Crothers. is the voice
Scatman
of Hong Kong.
Crothers is
I
the
used to
voice
watch
of-
that.
Hell
loved
yeah,
it.
love Kevin Crothers.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to pick it up again because, like I said, my editions are just scratched beyond rational thought.
Mm.
I'm amazed that they even work.
I think they re-released it recently. They've been re-releasing a lot of those as MOD titles.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure those are one of them. Yeah, the Hong Kong food ones.
that was another
They're
show.
not
that just, like,
and
it
as
just-
nice
it
a
was
set
just on
as
Cartoon
that,
Network
but-
back when Hanna-Barbera still
Yep.
owned Cartoon
Those are
Network.
the days, man.
Yeah.
And they just ran episodes like that, and it was it was so much fun.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
watching.
I've got a
I
bunch
remember
of
staying up
Hanna-Barbera.
late to watch
Okay.
like Dynamite and
Uh,
stuff. You know.
Yeah, Major Matoka says Cops Mill Creek is currently going for $11.69 on Amazon. I mean that's a hell of a deal though. I mean that's 65 episodes. That's a good chunk of stuff. Accidentally hit block or report on JL. How do I fix that? Let me just double check here.
Just hope they don't do anything. I guess. I don't know.
I think there's a couple of steps to that process, so he's not blocked or
That
banned
is
or
a
anything.
terrible. That's a pretty fucked up mistake.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not saying anything like it's your
for
fault.
sending him a
Just-
message. Yeah, no, you should be.
Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't
Fine.
have those two so goddamn close together. then,
Yeah, right.
What'd I do?
Nothing.
No-
It's Michelle
nothing.
accidentally blocked or reported jail. She's not sure. She was just trying to send a message.
Oh. Well, he just said something in chat, so whatever. You can just type /unbanned in his username.
Well, no, it's not. It wasn't banned or anything. So.
Yeah. Pole position, $25. Ugh, I don't have that money right now, unfortunately. I don't have the $7 to buy Cops, man. I bought Reinhardt.
About which? Right. Oh, the other. Oh, right. The thing. That was your.
That's my extra discretionary funds.
Yeah. Well, gotta have a little extra, little something, something. But what can you do? So yeah, we'll be watching lots of stuff. Hope you'll all join us, because we had a lot of fun this week with them. And don't worry about whether or not you have the shows. We can get you set up there. We'll be streaming everything through, not through Twitch, but through the streaming service that we've been using. So.
Wacky
Yeah.
Races.
Just basically for our private party. Yeah, Wacky Races. I used to watch Wacky Races all the time.
I love Wacky Races.
I've actually got a bunch of Hanna-Barbera sets, a lot of their MOD titles on my wish list. Specifically, a lot of the action-adventure stuff that I don't have, like Pirates of Dark Water, GoBots, Centurions. I think SWAT Cats is on there, because I don't have SWAT Cats.
So I'm gonna get SWAT Cats for him, so it's
Sky
important to
Commanders.
watch it.
Sky Commanders is another one. Not very many
You'll
people
really
know about
like
that one.
SWAT Cats.
I'm
Really
sure
like
I
it.
will. I've looked at a few clips of it, and I can already tell it's one that I'd really dig. So
Like I said, I own
Yeah.
the Hanna-Barbera collection of both Pirates of Dark Water and SWAT Cats.
nice.
I
Yeah.
have What is the one with the Skeleton Warriors? That's what I was.
Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, see, I missed that one. It's out of print now.
Well, I can hook you up.
That came out same time as the Captain Power set. Is from the same same production company.
Which I missed.
And you missed the Captain Power set. I missed Skeleton Warriors. So we're basically even.
Yep.
But yeah, I have Thundar. Thundar the Barbarian is definitely one we're going to be watching. That's a great, unexpectedly
Black Star too,
unexpectedly dark post-apocalyptic action adventure series. It's really good stuff. Yeah, Black Star is another good one. It's a lot of fun. Early Filmation. And another Filmation one we'll be watching is Flash Gordon, which is which is really good. Actually features the guy who does the voice of Thundar is also the voice of Flash Gordon. So,
Oh, nice.
we meet up here on Twitch, She-Hulk. So it'll be right here on Twitch, and we'll give you links and everything to get set up for the actual video stream.
I can just do this right now.
And,
you can go set up an account now. If you
oh
want.
yeah, basically it's a free service. You just basically need a login. Essentially, like a username and a login.
Yeah.
You can find me there just as Zaran Isaac. Send me a friend request, because once in a while we'll probably do private screenings. So you won't be able to get in unless you're on my friends list. So just send me a friend request there, and I'll get everybody set up. And then yeah. And then during the party we always give you the links and everything too. So we'll make sure everybody's good to go.
Like people can just do right now if they want.
Oh,
you
okay,
can manually type that in if you're looking at the video.
So it looks like the Captain Power one is still available. I think that one probably had a slightly higher print run because it was the more well-known
much
of
more
the
popular.
two. Yeah. Skeleton
you get
Warriors.
Pirates of Dark Water. That's the other one I really need.
Yeah, Pirates of Dark Water. That's one I haven't seen very much of. I've only seen the miniseries that kicked it off. So, about to get the Blu-ray for Batman Beyond. I've seen the first season and Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, and that's it. Can't wait to
the
continue
Blu-ray of
the
Batman
Disney
Beyond
Channel
is
animated
choice.
series. Yeah, I'd love
If
to
you're
get
getting
that.
it off Amazon,
I can't afford it.
It's on the
If
same
you're getting-
level as the animated series.
Nice.
if you're getting it off Amazon, don't forget you can use Sean's link here on
Yes, please use my
That
link.
should help
Thank you
him
for
out.
the support, because then that helps me to buy stuff through Amazon too.
because
that
I know
otherwise wouldn't be
that
able to
is
get.
on sale on Amazon right now for
Yeah.
$49.90 something. So
I need,
Yeah, it's a
Pirates of
really
Dark
good
Water's
deal.
out of print. That's
I need
nice.
to watch the rest of Justice League. I've seen the first, dozen or so episodes. And it's really
We have a bunch
good.
of Super Friends to watch too.
Yeah, I know.
that was a great response. Yeah.
Let's get through the 1,000 or so other cartoons I've already ripped and prepared,
I know.
and then we'll.
I know.
I have literally about 1,000 half-hour episodes ready to go. So, actually about
Right.
800 something, but I'm not done yet. So there will be more.
can we do these first, please?
Can we just
All
get
right,
through
We're gonna do it.
these 50 shows and then we'll do another show?
Absolutely.
There we go. Anyway. Alrighty, well I think that's it for us. So hope to see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna watch I think we're gonna watch some Max Headroom and maybe some maybe some Hulk, maybe some Pole Position. I don't know, we'll play it by ear, we'll do something. But we're definitely gonna watch some Max Headroom. So if you've never seen it and you like cyberpunk stuff, hope you stop by. It's a really good show. I think you'll enjoy it. So yeah. Anything else anybody wants to add before we
I'm streaming
Bit of
nearly
you.
every day, so come follow me on Twitch and watch me come play. Hooray!
Yay!
I love Animal Crossing, and I will fucking kill you.
I will also be streaming now that I've kind of finished a lot of my household errands,
It's a
laundry
reference
and
to
meal
a
prep.
quote from me.
There's less stuff that I need to get done on this end, so that leaves me free to do more streaming. So expect to see more of me on Twitch this week, and we'll have fun. We'll watch cartoons. We'll play video games. We'll watch some more cartoons. Play some more video games. And take
Yay.
Cut
our
down
mind
people's
off.
trees.
And take our mind off the imminent collapse of civilization as we know it. So, yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the new era, I guess. Whatever
This will
that means.
be
While everyone else is out there going crazy, we can just sit here and watch cartoons.
Exactly. And just chillax
Precisely.
and enjoy each other's company.
Yes, and play Doom 64.
Actually, we might
Animal
watch
Crossing.
some Red Dwarf as well. I'd be down for that. Red Dwarf would be nice.
Fuck yes.
Red
Hell
Dwarf
yeah, dude.
is good comfort food.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here,
Especially
RC
with the new one coming out. There's the new
Fun.
feature-length special
In the
coming out.
sun.
Well, Red Dwarf
Wait, you
is...
haven't seen that yet, have you, Skinslip?
What?
Red Dwarf?
Red Dwarf?
I've seen the first 6 or 8 seasons because the Velociducky
Oh,
showed
okay.
me. She would get she'd get VHS rips of the imports so that she could watch them because it wasn't available here.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
She forced me to watch it when in high school. So I'm
Oh,
good.
So you
I'm
probably
down to watch
you
you
more.
probably haven't seen it for a while then, I guess, eh?
No, not for a long time.
Okay, cool. Well, that's something we could definitely do because that Red Dwarf has always been like a comfort food show for me. Like when I was, suffering from anxiety and depression back in the '90s, because I went through some tough times there. I had my VHS tapes of the first 6 series of Red Dwarf, and I watched them so many times, and it was just. I don't know, it was funny, and it was just something comforting just seeing these guys just kind of chilling out and slobbing around in space that I really dug. It kind of felt like, you're hanging out with the boys from the Dwarf and just chilling in deep space. It was great.
Yeah, I mean I'm
But,
not opposed to it in any
love
sense of the word. So
All right, well, then maybe we'll do that as well, because we're kind of dipping into the other British sci-fi side of my collection as well. Like
I also want to see. I definitely want to see Jekyll during Halloween.
Yes.
We can finish it, and I'd like to see War of the Worlds, the tripods, whatever. It's
Oh,
called.
tripods. Yeah, that's a good suggestion actually.
Yeah.
And that one's short too. It's 25 episodes, 2 seasons.
Nice.
It's half-hour episodes. So I mean,
Okay.
we could do season 1 one day and season 2 the next. And
Damn,
then that's it.
Yeah, you guys will have to let me know when you start watching Day of the Triffids.
Oh yeah, Day of the Triffids is like one day. It's only 6 half-hour episodes. So
That's another one that has a deep-rooted history in my family.
oh, I love
Nice.
Day of the Triffids.
My dad is a big Day of the Triffids fan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's definitely on the like imminent list because it's kind of post-apocalyptic as well. And it's
And
just-
we're in the mood.
yeah, and it's just fucking great. All right. Well, that gives me a few more things to rip and prep. So I'll get on that.
Rip and prep.
Rip and prep.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Processing.
Like, you have the fucking
The
game
slogan.
style. Fuck you.
The last couple of days, that's been the slogan for everyone because of Doom Eternal.
Oh.
Because the
and
slogan
prep?
is rip and... No, the term is rip and tear until it
Oh,
is
rip
done.
and tear. Okay.
So we're like rip and prep until it is done.
There you go. All right. So let me see. I thought I was done, but I have another 5 billion episodes of things to rip. Okay, good.
Excellent.
Well, you don't have to run
Keep this
that right
man
away.
busy.
Well, I like to have them prepped and just ready to go. Then I can relax and we can just kind
Why
of
is Brave
pick
Star
through everything.
$30? God damn it!
Really for the complete series.
Yeah.
That used to be so
I'm so
cheap.
glad I bought. I think when you first started introducing me to these older 80s cartoons that I had never seen,
Yeah.
I think Brave Star was the first one I bought.
Was it? Oh, we're
Yeah.
definitely doing Brave Star. Well, maybe we'll do like Galaxy Rangers and then do Brave Star.
That's the only one I
So it'll
don't
be
have.
like we'll
is
have
the
sort of
Adventures of
our
Galaxy
our
Rangers.
month,
Eventually,
our month of
I'm gonna
space westerns.
eventually, after we've done this for a while, I'm gonna prod you to do Red Baron and Iron King since they're in your collection.
Yes, sure. They're in
Eventually, I'll prod you about it.
there. Alrighty. So yeah, we're gonna have fun. We'll all get through this madness together by distracting ourselves with a lot of entertainment.
Pretty much. Best we
Alrighty.
can do.
Well, have yourselves a great day or night, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm not going to be streaming after this. I'm going to head off. But I'll definitely see you tomorrow, and we're going to do some stuff. Alrighty. So have yourselves a great night. I'll put on some scary gameplay repeats for you. I've been cycling through the repeats of my Amnesia playthrough, so if you want to get spoopy, enjoy that. And you can see me getting scared shitless a lot. That game was so fucking scary. Like, there's a new one coming out, a new Amnesia. I'm definitely gonna play that.
Oh.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Oh, I guess you'll have to get that at some point.
Definitely. All right, have yourselves a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Penis.
Yup.
Good Lord, I have to pee.